afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers and drivers, and everybody that's joining us here for Matchfit Events first iRacing event, the Winton 300, proudly sponsored by obviously us here at Matchfit Entertainment, but also GAMAFLARE on board here for the Winton 300. Look, big deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big race. There's a massive prize pool and viewer giveaways, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Davo, and right by my side, co-commentating again, as always, J-Man. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good evening, Davo. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to this fantastic Sunday afternoon. A little earlier for some, but over here in Little Old God Zone, we are approaching the hour of 3 o'clock shortly. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. Big build-up, a lot on offer for A, the drivers, B, the viewers, and you and I also, Davo, been looking forward to this one. A lot of good hard work gone on the background from a lot of good people, so we appreciate you all, and you all know who you are, from the artwork through to the organisations. And the
Absolutely.
support we've gained. We really appreciate the ability to put on this event. Around here, Winton Raceway, 300 kilometres, 100 laps.
100 laps, yeah, because he's pretty much bang on, isn't it? 3Ks this track, so.
Yep. So it's definitely going to be a pretty cool episode here today. Just looking at the times, fantastic performances out there already from these drivers.
Absolutely.
With the times, the track was drying. I see everybody out there at the moment on a dry tyre. However, this official practice session that we have been witnessing just up to late is definitely, the track is starting to come into its own now. So
absolutely, as the
12 turns here, Davo. It's
yes.
around about well, bang on the 2.99 or 3 kilometre mark. Hence the Winton 300. So it's 100 laps of the of this 3K circuit, and we do see them all rolling out already for qualifying as we speak. So
absolutely, like you mentioned, track is drying somewhat. We will just get through quickly some of the promos we're running. Obviously, the viewer giveaway now, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, terms and conditions were posted on our Discord. All we need you to do is comment on the stream sometime over the next couple of hours as we run through the race, and all the names of all of the people that have chatted in the chat box will be compiled at the end of the race. Draw cuts off when the last car rolls over the start finish line, and then we will randomly spin a wheel for this prize, the R3 bundle viewer giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. So get chatty in the box there. Prize pool, obviously, for these drivers, J-Man, $1,000 plus some pretty damn cool trophies that could have your name on it, up for grabs as well for the drivers. So it's not just the viewers, the drivers are getting something as well. And we will mention our affiliates, the good people over Veteran Gaming Australia. So get over there, they're one of our affiliates, and they have a link in the description of the video. Get over there, they've got some cool things coming up in November. J-Man, cars out on the track as we speak.
Yeah, so we have got some action out there already. So a lot of cars out there based on my data already. I think look for the likes of Hayden Kirk, very quick in official practice, and he is looking good at the moment, actually, just coming around there. All these opening laps are starting to cycle through, so we have some data come through very, very shortly on that.
Yeah, so Hayden Kirk and Matthew Pluck carrying the KSR liveries there, sister cars there.
Yeah, running line astern at the moment.
They are. So looking pretty handy, both of those boys. Absolutely. Obviously, we got a splattering of breakfast crew cars out here, and they're easily recognisable. Mark Mudgeway in the white car, Nick McIndoe in the Milo car, John McDonald in the old Warbird there, the outdoor effects car. So they're easy to identify as well. Who else is in team cars, J-Man? I think it's the hardcore boys.
Yeah, hardcore boys are rocking in some good liveries, and also, as you mentioned, the VGA boys. Those cars look fantastic.
Yes, the VGA cars and Nev Shields and Vaughan Martin as well, rocking 777. These are old school BMW liveries. These ones always awesome to look at. Pete Dawson in the trademark privateer, Pulf Pack White. Good to see Pete out there as well, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Matty Pluck just put it up on the top very, very quickly. Ethan Cale eclipsed that. Jamie Kosa quick to follow. So we're already down into the mid to low 1 minute 28. So the track's starting to clean itself up a little bit now. So I'll just try and get a detail on what we've got.
So I think the boys were a little bit nervous, and so were we, to be honest, when practice fired up and it was wet and well, patchy anyway. And the guys have been practicing on nice dry tracks all week. It is real weather in iRacing, so replicating what's going on at Winton at the moment. But well, look, what we can guarantee is it's very bloody humid and hot on the east coast of Australia at the moment. So no surprise. Let's see a little bit of water on the track. But like you're saying, it's drying. Those times are consistent with what we saw earlier through the week in the practice sessions. So definitely starting to hit their marks already. Yeah,
and I'm going to immediately tune into the comments already. G'day, Racecast New Zealand, one of our naming right sponsors to a previous round. We completed.
Oh, yes.
Also, Nick Firth chiming in. We love the POV pack. So the poverty pack
of Pete Dawson.
Of Pete Dawson. It's synonymous with PD. He is. He's all over this. He rocks it well. So Ethan Cale still at the top on a 1:28.47. So the times are tight. 1:28.48 was Jamie Kosa. So how close? And look at that. Jamie Kosa just eclipsed it with a 1:28.0.
J-Man. Look, I've seen Jamie off and on through the practice sessions through the week and has looked lightning fast so far. A little bit of rain doesn't look like it's slowed him down at all, and he's looking like he's going to hit the 27s before the end of this qualifying.
Yep, and also just got my eyes on as well, some sectors lighting up there. John Fillingham, one of the VGA boys.
Yeah, it's fantastic looking cars.
He's going to improve.
Yep. So sneaks across the line. Sister car to that is Donald Pittman.
Don.
Yeah,
Don. Yep.
So both of these boys over from Veteran Gaming Australia. Awesome to have them on board here.
He's just gone magenta in the middle, actually, Pittman. So he's having a good run at this one.
Nice work. Pluck and teammate. Who was that? His teammate there before? I've lost it already. It's running line astern still.
John Fillingham.
I'll fill it. Who else we got in here? Dennis Hawkins. All the cars looking fantastic. A lot of work going into the painting of some of these cars as we've rolled through. Like a lot of them already. These team cars. So yeah, a lot of work behind the scenes. Get all this stuff looking this good, and it looks bloody slick here this Sunday afternoon at Winton. Thanks, viewers, for joining us, and everybody that's going to join us over the next, obviously follow us over the next few hours. You're all legends, and all the people that view it later, because a lot of these drivers do jump out of these races and get straight back on it and watch, well, basically the rest of the race, because they only saw a little bit of it. So, g'day to you guys as well. J-Man, who's looking hot out there?
So just looking at the numbers there, Matt Pluck just put it up into P2, just eclipsed Ethan Cale there with
very nice.
So they're still swapping over there, and I notice you've got to go out to P9 now to break out of the 1:28 bracket into the 29s, and that was Nick Mickindo just doing a 29.2 last lap around. So times are tightening up, and then that bunch of cars there through 9 through to 15th, which is John McDonald, they're all in the 29s, and some 1.7 seconds off that pretty special time that Jamie Kosa's already put in. We've already got Matt Pluck, Ethan Cale on out laps as well, so a lot of tyres being used here to try and extract. I did hear talk during the week with these heavy, hot, humid conditions that these tyres are only seeing the better part of 2 or 3 laps before the edge comes off and they lose that initial grip. So a lot of strategy going into just trying to get your run right. There's a good 19 cars out there at the moment. There might actually be 17 out on track as we speak. So, 3 kilometres, there's not a lot of space. You've got to try and pick your moment and have a crack at this thing. So, once again, Jamie Kosa leading the way on that 1:28.0. So he's got just over 2/10 of a second in hand over Matt Pluck at the moment, and Ethan Carl another couple of tenths from there. Mitch Haas, we know Mitch Haas is a great operator in most things iRacing, and I think this will be right up his wheelhouse, and it's going to be a great race today, albeit it's going to be a game of strategy as well. What we know is there's about 120 litres in the tank. We know that the optimum, or probably the longest duration that these guys can run is somewhere around that 63 to 64 lap mark, depending on track condition, safety cars, or anything of the like. So obviously live stewarded here today as well. So thank you to our live steward team that are conducting all the formalities in the background for you and I, Davo, and the drivers out there. We really appreciate the hard work that those guys put in.
Oh, absolutely. And, big shout out.
Hopefully they have a quiet day.
Yeah, well, hopefully they do have a quiet day too, true, J-Man. But yeah, big shout out to the Supercars NZ boys getting over here to support us and run the live stewarding for us. Also, obviously, live safety car driver in amongst that group as well, J-Man. So awesome work from those boys. But I do agree. I hope they have a quiet day and just get a chance to drink some beer and eat some popcorn and just watch what's going on.
Yeah, movers and shakers right now. Ethan Carl just grabbed second position, so he's provisionally grabbed that front row from Matt Pluck. We have got around about just under 5 minutes left of the session to go. Another big mover as well, Shane Fotterdo, really coming to terms. He was a half a chance of not making it today, and we appreciate the fact that he has turned up. He's just come inside the top 10, sitting P9 at the moment.
Oh, very nice.
A handy 1:29.2.
Yep.
And also Mark Mudgeway now just to go and put himself into 9th. Just dropped Shane down. Yeah, so Mudgeway just into the 28, so it's a good showing.
So nice work. And look, we've had practice sessions running live off and on all week. So and obviously the names that we've been seeing regularly throughout the week are sitting towards the pointy end. Practice definitely makes perfect in an M2 around Winton. However, I think the likes of Shane Fotterdo, which I think is still coming up to speed with the car, I suspect some of these guys, their times will actually get better throughout the race as they just get more laps under their belt. However, it is a long race. We are seeing cloud cover coming over again, and there's still a little bit of dampness on the edge of the tracks. Anything could happen, J-Man. So...
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a little bit of wind out there, and look, the sun's poking through the trees. I think it's progressively going to get better and better. Just looking at it now, just looking at the south to southwest winds that are coming through at the moment, and the sun is certainly going to make itself a little bit more prevalent throughout this session and the forecast. So I think we've got some pretty good conditions, but I think tyre wear is going to be certainly one to think about tonight or today, because they're going to ask a lot of these guys, I'm sure, with the fuel loads they can carry.
For sure. Mudgy just sniffing another couple of tenths off his time and put him above Kirk as well. So we can see a few boys there. John McDonald actually improving as well, 29.1 for John.
And Kirk just...
Oh, there goes Kirk. Wow.
Goes up to P3 with a 28.2.
So that was the man I was looking for before. Matthew Pluck's teammate.
Teammate, yep, yes. Absolutely. So just under 2.5 minutes left to run of the session. So only probably a couple laps left for some of these drivers out there, depending on where they are on track. G'day there, Ken Worcester. Great to have you on board. Also, GB. Good to see GB tuning in.
Oh, g'day, GB.
long-time hardcorean.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, grab yourself a beer, GB. Get comfy and yeah, just get comfy. Watch and enjoy you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, joining us again here today for the broadcast. And what is Matchfit Events' first ever iRacing event here, the Winton 300 J-Man. This is very exciting. It's been a lot of time in the making. There's a very busy few people in the background over the past couple of months putting this all together. And here we are. And just remember, you viewers, just by hitting us up in the chat box and get a chance to win a fantastic prize. So get amongst it.
Okay, so we are certainly approaching the back end of the session now. We only have 48 seconds to run. Oh, and Mudgeway just cooks that one. Okay.
Who else we got out there? Nick McIndoe, another one. Oh yeah, that's right. The Milo car, the number 10 Milo car. One of the Breakfast Crew boys as well, still out on track. Pete Dawson still out on. John McDonald in the Warbird, one of the Breakfast Crew boys as well, out on track. John Fillingham from VGA. Great bunch of guys over there. Veterans Gamers Australia, get over there. They're one of our affiliates. Get link on the Discord. They've got some exciting stuff coming in November. So get over there and support those boys too. They're doing some great work. I think it's a Remembrance Day race or something. 9th, I think it might be November. So yeah, definitely get in touch with those boys. Plenty going on iRacing. You will see a lot more iRacing at Matchfit Entertainment, I think, in the future, as J-Man and I are becoming. We are loving this stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, we might be rostered on for a 4-day week this week coming.
Oh, I think so.
It's all good. It's all good. It certainly keeps the creative stuff flowing. So,
absolutely. Because I think we're streaming for Supercars NZ, obviously, on a Tuesday night at the moment in iRacing, and I think ASR NZ boys, who you will see their logos tagged on some of these 777 cars. They're running a series Wednesday. I think it starts on the 5th of November. So,
and a Thursday.
And a Thursday in ACC. And then we got Mondays with LMU. So plenty going on here at Matchfit Entertainment. As always, all got it happening, haven't we, mate? We're very busy bees as the boys roll in. Checkered flags gone down on qualifying, J-Man.
Yeah, fantastic job there. So looking at the results there as we just have a look now. Just clear that one off my my list.
Yep, we'll get that. We'll just quickly get that down. So Jamie Kozar, Ethan Cale, Matthew Pluck, Hayden Kirk, Mitch Haas, Jonathan Carter, Alex Tickus. Anyway, I won't butcher it anymore. Mark Marchaway, Nick McIndoe, Pete Dawson, Donnie Pittman, John McDonald, Shane Frodo, Neville Shields, John Fillingham, Tim Nash, Dennis Hawkins, Vaughan Martin, Paul Field, Toby Smith, and who have we got down below that? I think that's about
Just going to nip away and listen to the driver brief. Sorry.
Okay. Quick driver brief. We will go through. What have we got? What have we got, ladies and gentlemen? This is what's up for grabs for these drivers here today. $1,000 prize pool over, I think, about the first 10 cars or something. So everyone's going to win something. Plus, one of the top 3 drivers, obviously, all of the top three drivers are going to receive one of these stunning looking trophies you see pictured there in that graphic. Awesome stuff. Beautiful, with their name on the plaque, of course. So, yeah, so exciting stuff for the drivers, and definitely worth coming out here this afternoon and hitting the track for about 100 laps or so on a Sunday afternoon. But the viewer giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, you guys that are tuning in live now, you legends hitting us up in the chat box, this is what's on offer. This is exciting. This is the viewer giveaway uh, that we will literally be spinning a wheel for at the end of the race, after the post race interviews. You must be present after post race interviews. All of the names of everybody that comments today during the stream, right up until the checkered flag, is compiled, and then all of those names go onto the wheel for a random draw. Ladies and gentlemen, you must be present though after the post race interviews, so when we spin that wheel you can call out in the chat box and go, yes, I'm here, and bam, you will win that stunning bit of kit there. If you do not respond with a yes within about 15 seconds, your name will be removed from the draw and we will spin it again. We have got things to do. We aren't going to wait. So, okay, so you got about 15 seconds after your name lands on it to just give us a shout out, mate, and let us know if you have won. And mate, it is worth hanging around for, I tell ya. So stay tuned for that. What else have we got going on? Oh, look, let's just mention the Veteran Gaming Australia boys as well, one of our affiliates. They got some cool stuff. There it is. There's the dates on there. Sunday, November the 9th. It is a Remembrance Day special event. So get over there. These guys are doing some awesome stuff, and their links to their Discord or in the description at the bottom there, ladies and gentlemen. Um, we can go back to Winton. There's the layout. There's the layout. We're very excited to have you all here. Buckle up. It's going to be awesome. I'm just looking at the track out of the window here while you guys are watching all this. The graphics going on here is it's still a bit wet around the edges. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys tackle the track in the opening stages of this 300-kilometre race. Look, the forecast is for it to get better. The sun's coming out, the cloud cover's starting to move away, and we will see a clean and I suspect a very dry track probably in the first quarter of the race, or yeah, not too long, maybe in about 20 minutes or so. But these guys will be busy in the background. They're all in driver brief at the moment as we get ready to kick this off. Again, we will thank obviously Matchfit Events. Matchfit Events, that's us. That's Davo here and J-Man, who's just slipped down to the
Yeah, no,
driver briefing.
I'm back. I'm
Yep.
back. Yeah,
Yes.
just had the beady ears listening in on
Awesome.
race control, just bringing the drivers up to speed. So, a couple of formalities out there,
Excellent.
effectively for the drivers around. So they've just basically enforced the rules, told them what the penalty will be. So. Yeah, so option of a tow here is applicable today. However, they do have to ask for it, and
Yes,
just
has to be
rules
requested.
around safety cars and passing under yellows and so forth.
Absolutely. So we're going to thank GAMAFLARE for coming on board. Of course, massive supporters of Matchfit Entertainment, and yes, major sponsor for this event. Awesome working with these guys. Always deliver. Obviously, when it comes to mad giveaways, so big thanks to the boys over at GAMAFLARE for coming on board, and a couple other people will quickly thank. Obviously, the Supercars NZ boys doing the stewarding. J-Man was just in the driver brief just then, and obviously supplying a driver for our safety car.
Yeah, so
As
not Not long to go now
Here
before
we go.
we'll see these cars all come out on the grid, and you can see it there coming up. Jamie Kosa over Ethan Cale, Matty Pluck, Hayden Kirk, Mitch Haas, John Carter, Alex Tzikis, Mark Mudgway, Nick Mickindo, and Pete Dawson round out the 10. We see back there on row 6, we'll see Donald Pittman, John McDonald. You can get a few more to the grid. We'll be able to get a little bit more of that list there. It's obviously still gridding up as we speak. And look at that, Sean McNamara got the safety car, the 34 Ford Coupe. It's pretty cool stuff. The standing start, Davo, for this one. Got just under him, I think. Lights are up. Oh, a little bit of a jump start there from the Lego car, and he stalled it off
Jamie,
the grid.
he did too. So drama already, J-Man. Before the light even goes green, that was Koza getting swamped, J-Man, with a little bit of a hop off the clutch there before the light goes green, and then nearly stalls it, and he is passed by multiple people. McIndoe, the next in line to give him a crack, and one of the fastest cars out on the track. He was on the front row. J-Man, that's allowed Ethan just to run away straight away. Look at the battle going on.
Yeah, look, he might have got away with it because the car was stationary when the lights went out, so I believe he probably got away with that one without a penalty. He wasn't rolling when the lights went out, so looks pretty good at this point, but Ethan Cale gets a good jump away.
Yeah, just
John control just looking into that jump start out also.
Yeah, Carter and Hayden very close as well, but what that did is bunched up this little pack here, J-Man, of Alex, Mudgway, Pluck, and Haas. So that's really bunched that little pack immediately. First shenanigans, J-Man. Big, long stream of cars. Good, clean start. Have not seen anybody field yet. Couple of hardcore boys at the
Shane Potterno just unfortunately just ran out of asphalt there on the opening part of the lap, but he's recovered back in 19th at the moment, so
as we get back,
still on the back of the train there. So, but a little bit of movement there. Jamie Kosa going back.
Oh, Jamie going into the pits
through the pit lane. So I suspect
clearly
that might be for a drive-through.
Clearly for a drive-through, Jamie. Fortunate for Kosa.
Oh, Shane Fotterdo, what has happened? He's had an accident.
He's in the pits.
What it was.
He's in the pits, J-Man.
Yeah, he's come in the pits as well. Car looks relatively tidy.
So Ethan Cale, more breathing space. Johnny Carter in the purple Panda car. Fantastic looking rig, that one. In section, Hayden.
So Mark Mudgway up 3 spots in the opening stages, although just loses one to Matt Pluck there.
Oh, and it's still on, J-Man.
It is still on.
A little bit of overlap from Mudgway still.
Yeah, it's probably going to go in favour of Pluck here because the next right-hander, he'll have the good line there, and he's just got to be careful. He's got one of the 777 cars.
Mitch Haas.
In behind him, Mitch Haas, who we know Mitch has got a lot of pace. Now, Mitch is down 2 spots, so he didn't get the greatest start as well. So a little bit of feeling out these opening laps for these drivers. And, you know, obviously on the best part of the tyre early. I've heard the fall-off is quick, but not too bad. The car balance is very, very good, so I'm told. Must be a few things going on in the cockpit there of the... Who was that? That was the Pete Dawson car, I think, had the window wipers on. Sending a bit of Morse code up the road to Nick Mickindo.
Oh, absolutely. So
we are underway here. Like we mentioned, 300 Ks, so 100 laps here. And we are on lap 3 already. This is going to swing by pretty quickly based on the pace. We're already in the 128.3s.
Yeah, weather looking good too, J-Man. Cleared up nice. Seeing just the slightest little bit of moisture on the edge of some corners, but very little left now after a wet practice session. J-Man, field is looking hot so far.
So no further action off the start, I believe, was the call for Jamie Kosa. I'm pretty sure I just heard that through race control. So that pit stop might have been for something else.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Where is Kosa running now? Back in 19th.
19th. And Forodo looks to be out of this one, I think. Where is Shane? No, he's still running. He's all right, but he has made a pit stop, so I'm not sure what that was.
He did make a pit stop. So Ethan Cale, as he crosses the line. Nice, healthy gap for Ethan.
Yeah, 2.7 seconds over John Carter.
Can take a little breath. As the rest of the field chase him down. John Carter, Hayden Kirk, Alex, Matthew Clark, Mitch Hart. All chase. A little bit of a gap between these guys as they just find their feet, settle into the rhythm. It's a long race.
Yeah. Good start as well. Nick McIndoe
Absolutely.
Up one, Mudgeway up one. We've got Pete Dawson in the POV pack. He's up one as well. But Hawkins, Dennis Hawkins up 5 spots. Is a great start. But yeah, Jonathan Carter up 4 spots to be P2. That would be by the way of one of them assisted by obviously Jamie Kosa with that unfortunate start. But look, he is on fire right now.
Yeah, look, the guys behind him there, Hayden and Alex, are coming though. They've slowly squeezed that gap up that John had.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be a matter of time. These guys are going to be putting pressure on. These guys are coming.
A good battle in the back of shot. Who is that? That looks like Nev Shields. Sorry, it's just up ahead of them. It's John McDonald in the Warbird, the Outdoor Effects Warbird BMW, chasing down Dennis Hawkins. We mentioned how good Dennis Hawkins was, going up 5 spots. Now, John's beside him. He's looking for a little bit of overlap down to turn 1. Not quite enough.
Oh, he's easy try. Right to the last second there under brakes. We're in car with John McDonald at the moment. Really applying the heat.
Yeah, one of the guys that actually campaigns one of these in real life himself.
He does.
Mark Mudgeway and also Nick McIndoe piloting one.
Yeah, they all race real BMWs in real life, so these guys know their business.
Yeah, heading to Highlands Motorsport Park, I believe, early next month, so good luck to those boys out there. Just a shout out to those boys and their endeavours going forward in the real life racing. But look, they're all doing very, very well at the moment. Look at Mudgeway up there. He is the co-driver in real life for John McDonald. He's currently sitting P7. Nick McIndoe is sitting in P8. So great start to this race. Lap 5.
Absolutely.
Of 100.
I couldn't agree more, J-Man. And I was only just moments ago saying how everyone's got a little bit of a gap between them and they're settling in, but it's changed already with McDonald again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And also Mitch Haas.
And Pluck.
Coming into the back of Matt Pluck there, and Pluck already over the back of Alex Lucas and Hayden Kirk. So that's an angry little pack there.
So I think now Hayden is probably distracted a little bit and has got his eyes off the back of Jonathan's car there, because he really is copping some heat from behind now, eh?
Yep. Kosa just past Fieldsy and also Forodo and Toby Smith. Little exchange here as well, I believe. Oh no, Shane's out there on his own.
Oh, who's that? Mark Mudgeway off track in T1 there. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually through the left-hand sweeper. I think it's turn 5, J-Man, if I think I'm correct, yeah?
Yeah.
So he just lost position to Nick McIndoe and Peter Dawson. There you go.
Yeah. And, you know, that McIndoe-Dawson car, and also Mudgey as well. Okay, so car 5 with the pending infringement. That's Mark Mudgeway.
Oh, that'll be for that runoff.
Yeah, race control looking into an incident with Mudgeway and Pittman with a little bit of contact. So
Ooh,
that
okay,
is pending.
So camera's on Pittman actually at the moment in one of the VGA cars, the number 33 car.
Yep.
They're tucked in behind Mudgy. 321 G2. Look at the bounce. These guys get off these curbs. It looks spectacular. You wait, if they get a little bit more than that, it looks scary. And look, the right-hand wall on the Exeter 2 is very hungry. It does destroy cars, and throughout practice through the week, we've seen plenty of guys in there exchanging paint with that wall. Pete Dawson on Mudgy, on McAdoo, J-Man, should I say. Yeah, looking pretty
a lot
handy.
of heat on there. Just having a good look. So, and he's a good guy to race around, is Pete Dawson in the 54 Povpack BMW. He will apply all the pressure, but nothing but... Sorry.
Yeah, super clean. Very much a gentleman driver is Mr. Pete Dawson.
No further action for car 5. So that's Mark Mudgeway. Sorry, David.
Okay, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, cleared that one up. So a good clean start here, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far.
Big shout out once again to our race control. They do such a fantastic job. Those
Absolutely.
guys will be equally as busy as you and I are checking all this stuff out.
Oh, you know it, maybe more. J-Man. So, yeah, awesome stuff from those boys.
Look at this pack. Matty Pluck, Mitch Haas, Nick. Sorry, no, it's actually Carter.
It starts at Carter. Yeah, it's second, third, fourth, right back to... I think Haas has tagged onto the back of him, so it's from second to sixth, J-Man. So it's a good chunk of the field here. And, yeah, like I was saying, Carter's probably got a little bit less pressure on him at the moment because Alex is all over the back of Kirk behind him. And Kirk really having to cover his line here and there around the laps. Interesting stuff. You see those wipers come on just intermittently every now and then. It's because there is a couple of puddles, just sneaky little bits of wet patches on the road here and there, offline mostly. And here we go. Who's that? That's Pluck.
That's Matty Pluck having a big go at it.
He's had a huge look. And they're side by side. It's not over yet. Alex not happy to give that up yet. He's on the inside.
On the outside.
Oh, that's Haas.
Has to concede. Yeah, has to concede before the final turn.
Okay, so that was Haas actually. So Pluck did get it done, and then it was Haas that took advantage of it. Very, very tight stuff going on between those guys. It's sort of given Hayden a little bit of breathing space and start concentrating back onto the back of Jonathan Carter here. Go back down through the field. That battle behind John McDonald. It's Hawkins, Shields, Nash. And there is Mr. Jamie Kosa recovering after a little bit of a mishap on the start-finish line. And look at him go here.
Yeah, he's having a big look here.
Big look on Nash. So that's past Timmy Nash there. Nev Shields in the crosshairs now.
Got great drive out of the Motorsport S's turn 2 up the BP Ultimate straight into turn 3 Honda and just poked it up on the inside. Didn't give him any opportunity to defend it. He had the overlap. So
well and truly. Yeah, absolutely. Look, and I must say, it doesn't surprise me, Jamie. Look, we've been monitoring all of the practice sessions throughout the week, and Jamie would clearly be, if not one of the, if not the fastest car in practice so far leading up to this race. So watch that space. Jamie Kosa in recovery mode and slowly working his way back through the field after that little faux pas on the start line. J-Man.
Yeah, look at, he's got Nev Shields there and Hawkins just up in front of him that he's going to literally tag on the back. You can already see how close he is. Pokes the nose out already. Has a little look on Shields. Nothing to have there. Just try and get an idea. Okay, so Jamie Kosa is the fastest guy out there at the moment. He's actually done a 1:28.040 by the look of it. which is very much a quality time. And there he goes, and look at that. He's run deep. He has run deep. He's going to have to cut across the infield here, and he's actually going to lose a couple of spots now based on that. Probably have a little bit of an iRacing slowdown from that, and just goes to the back of that pack again, but it's still going on side by side there. That's looks to be Vaughan Martin and Tim Nash were trading there as well. So.
They were. So that really mixes it up, this field, when a little bit of action goes on in amongst a field like that. There can be a big shuffle of positions, but the pack still stays together, doesn't it, J-Man? And this is what we've seen here.
Ethan Carl, in the meantime, I've got to just shout out to Ethan. He's not getting a lot of love from the broadcasting team because he is out there so far. He is 6.5 seconds over John Carter, and then we go to Hayden Kirk in third. So he's got a good air gap at the moment. The air gaps after that, though, 0.6 for Kirk over Carter, and then 0.4. So the pack is tightening up in the battles. So Pete Dawson, Nick Mickindo, that is still going on. I feel like we started quoting that battle at about lap 3 or 4.
I think...
and it's now lap 11. So look, those guys, I feel like they've settled into a rhythm. Nick Mickindo is the lead car on that pack, and there's a bit of an air gap. They've got around about 6 seconds up the road to Mitch Haas, so that is the next pack. And it's pretty busy because Mark Mudgway's still on the back of that. Had that little incident that was lodged with race control and was cleared, but he's now on the back of Pete Dawson, so play on.
Yeah.
There.
Play on, definitely. Oh, look, we've just got to get back up to this. The boys are all over John Carter. Look at the overlap there from Hayden. Immediately, that little reshuffle of positions.
Oh, and Hayden having a good look.
Oh, look.
He'll be able to do that with having Matt Pluck behind him. You know, these KSR boys would have come into this with a plan. The team car's running line of stern.
He'll have his back, won't he?
I think he will. I don't think there'll be any threat there, but the car behind, the Alex Tazika's car as well, I think that won't be part of the plan, I don't think, because he had a ton of pace, and if there's an opening, he'll take it, and equally so Mitch Haas.
So Tazikas and Haas might just throw a spanner in that plan. A spanner in the works for the Kiwi Sim Racing boys there. But John had a good drive off the final corner there. Gets himself a little bit more breathing space. He's really got to attack these corners to keep these guys off his little purple panda butt at the moment. Look at the debris on the track there. Coming out of 3, J-Man.
Well, good run there from Hayden Kirk. It's very much one line through this part of the track as they come through turn 5, heading into the right-hand part, the rollover corner, heading down to Penrite corner, turn 7. There's often sometimes a little look up the inside.
I don't know whether that was Carter just a little bit wide there, but Kirk was all over it.
In there. A little bit of understeer for Carter going in, and a little bit of oversteer for Hayden Kirk just coming out. So, like I said, he's got the rear gunner at the moment of Matt Pluck sitting in there. So
that is a mental battle going on there, J-Man. That is hot.
Very, very good battle. That's unfortunate, Ryder. Hey, look, mate, good to have you tuning in, though. If you can't be out on track, there's probably no better place to be than catching it on stream. And look, you've given yourself an option to be on the wheel now that you've typed in for the Moser R3 bundle. So appreciate having you on the stream, mate.
Absolutely, as we just look at Nick Mickindo threatening Pete Dawson. Actually, wasn't Mickindo in front of Dawson just earlier? I think he was.
Okay, so that has happened. Okay, so that's happened just off the screen. So
let's get a replay on that, J-Man. Here we go. So out of the left-hand, a good drive from Dawson. Gets down the outside into this awkward couple of right-handers here, past the pit exit there, or entry, should I say, and out onto the start, finish straight. So nice work from Pete there. Getting in position.
Good to see GAMAFLARE in the house. Yucko Venter tuning in. It is fantastic racing, mate. We appreciate everything you've done to get this thing off the ground with us, and all our partners. Fantastic event so far. These guys out there at the moment will be having an absolute blast. And look at this, we've got a couple of breakfast crew cars line astern. We've got the Milo car, aka Nick Mickindo, with Mark Mudgeway now right on the rear bumper as well. So once again, team cars line astern. We're seeing a little bit of that out there. Obviously, we see Hayden Kirk, Matty Pluck, Nick Mickindo, Mark Mudgeway, Mitch Haas, I'm sure would love to be joined by the Nev Shields or Vaughan Martin to have a bit of support, but they are doing very well as well. So Nev Shields currently P13 for 777, Vaughan Martin P15. So got one inside the 10 and then the other two inside the top 15. So good effort from Team 777. Sure, the boss, Geordie Moss, will be looking on and seeing his fellow teammates going very well in the early stages of this one. Lap 14 of 100.
Absolutely, J-Man, a couple other team cars, the VGA boys, actually just running together the whole race so far that I've seen. A little bit of an air gap between them and running in a reasonable position here. Donnie in 10th, so awesome work there, and John Fillingham in 11th.
Oh, so it's another couple of team cars together, so very much the flavour.
Yes, very much. Toby Smith and Paul Field actually running line astern, although with a little bit of air between them there. So these guys just sort of finding themselves in these team positions. Let's get back up the front. We flicked back to Johnny Carter's Purple Panda car. Just get a load of that train. That has been going on for the last 15 minutes. It has just been flat out pretty much since the green flag dropped, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up anytime soon, J-Man. Look at this slot. Inseparable. Throw a blanket over this slot.
Okay, so the margin up the top now, 9.2, 9.3 seconds. So that gap is just extending by Ethan Cale over John Carter. So Ethan doing a fantastic job at the moment, just out there.
Oh, yeah, massive gap actually, Jamie. See it on screen there a couple of times. Just how far back those boys are.
Looks super, super comfortable out there.
He does.
Last lap time was a 1:28.5. Looks like the best lap time of a 1:28.3, I believe. I think Kosa still holds the best lap time of a 1:28.0. So obviously,
yep.
Jamie with some challenges out there. However, right at the minute, he is absolutely monstering the back of the 777 entry of Nev Shields. Once again, he's been in this position before, got it done, and actually just cooked the corner, ran off. So they look to make amends on this one and see if he can set the fight.
He's got to do it twice.
Then the Outdoor Effects Warbird gets a good run off of there. Can he have a look down here? He's going to have to stop it straight. Nev Shields not going to give it up. Shuts the door. Jamie grabbing a fair bit of curb.
Still the overlap there. As you see, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth in the background. They're just running through T1. So that's clearly the gap between Kosa and the front of the field there. Again, good drive off the corner from Kosa. He gets that out of the final corner here. Has he got the overlap? Looks like he's going to get this one done. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's...
So smartly so. Just not quite the margin there. Better to play it safe than sorry. Shields really on point here. In defence, J-Man.
Yep. So, this battle at the front, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
It's next level, isn't it?
So, yeah, that's Mitch Haas all the way up to John Carter. That is a fantastic battle going on. Super clean. No one prepared to chance their hand at the moment. Although,
However, Pluck on Kirk. It's Pluck. It's the teammates. They've swapped positions.
Swap positions. So I suspect that's a strategical move.
I think so too. Is it just like Pluck going, look, let me have a crack at him, Hayden? And it's okay, boss, you go first. So I'll follow. So here we go. So a little bit of a gap formed with that little get off there to allow Hayden, Matthew past Hayden there. It's actually Hayden a little bit vulnerable actually to Alex.
Yep.
Oh, and he's got it done too.
Yes.
And here we go.
Oh, it's still going on.
Haas through as well.
Haas down there just doesn't give him any room on the exit. Car was down there. He gets the job done. What a beautiful pass.
That was an awesome pass.
Look, that started with Hayden giving that spot, I believe, to the team car to have a crack.
Yeah, definitely.
At John Carter. And look, it's just that tight that, one little lift and you find yourself down 2 or 3 spots.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And look how close straight away Matthew Pluck is on the back of Jonathan Carter.
So, yeah, look, great vision there from Tsitsikas to make that first move and take advantage of it, which really did open the door to Haas there at the end of the day, didn't it? And just let the whole lot of them went through.
Hayden Kirk past Pete Dawson.
Where's that one?
There. Yep. I'm not sure. Oh, was that because... Where is Pete? Pete's a long way back. I don't know why that flashed up on my data.
I don't know why that says that might be a little bit of buggy, netcodey, whatever they call it.
Yep.
Internety stuff. But
we'll call it as we see it.
Yeah. But Pete Dawson is definitely the next car on track in 7th position, J-Man. In a big chunk of clear air there. So perfect for Peter. You can see as the debris is clearing on the exit of 3 there. But he's got a bit of breathing space. Back to McIndoe. So awesome stuff. It's Koza over McDonald. Let's see if we can get a quick replay on that.
Speaking of McDonald, good to see Levi McDonald tuning in. Former competition winner. It was a giveaway that he got through the cryptic crossword in a previous series. So good to see you tuning in, Levi, supporting Dad out there in the Warbirds Outdoor Effects BMW.
Nice work. G'day, Levi. Awesome stuff. Thank you everyone tuning in here today for the Winton 300, the Matchfit events, Winton 300. And we are giving away stuff. So stay tuned. Hit us up in the chat box.
We'll watch
where we at
for you there, Yucko. Is Pete Dawson catching Hayden Kirk?
Okay,
we'll
let's watch that.
So since passing Nick McIndoe, he has definitely pulled away from the McIndoe Mudgeway cars. He's definitely put a good air gap on there. So we'll monitor that gap. Currently sitting.
And just quietly, Pittman actually starting to chase down Mudgeway as well. So what have we got? 6 points on
6.3 for Pete Dawson. 6.3, 6.4, somewhere thereabouts. So we'll check in a couple of laps or so and see how his progression is going for Yucko. But PD doing a great job currently. P7
as always. So let's get up the pointy hand. Let's give a shout out to Ethan Cale. Smashing it out there, J-Man. 11 plus seconds out in front of the field there. You can see back a shot there. There's the rest of the field coming through the hairpin as he goes through the left-hander and out onto this little short back straight down to the
plenty of
entry.
Support from Archie too, as Ethan Cale's got.
Yeah, plenty of support from anybody think I was in the bloody rainforest in the tropics there. That is my parrot chirping in there. He's excited, as I am. Love it. Let's get out of the back shot of Jonathan Carter's car. There is Matthew Pluck just removes the front of his BMW from the bumper bar of Johnny Carter's car there. Just picked up on that. Specky stuff, and look at him coming.
Look at the curb that Matty Pluck takes through turn 2 there. And straight away, John Carter goes down to the inside of 3 to cover.
And he needs to. Pluck, so much pressure. Let's have a look at the wheel work of Matthew Pluck here. We'll get out in K, overlap again. Forces John Carter wide, and I think Carter saw him coming.
Bit of contact. Yeah, a little bit of contact there, so it's starting to get pretty physical down there now.
Oh, this is close stuff. This is what these guys will be loving, this battle. Maybe not Carter. He's probably sweating bullets at the moment because to get it wrong potentially is 4 positions behind him rolling past. So at least 3 at the moment, as Hayden Kirk has actually dropped off that little pack there a little bit. J-Man.
Yeah, John McDonald too as well, carrying a little bit of splitter damage, and I just heard him voice up there, so I don't know if you want to flick to a replay and see what happened there, but John McDonald didn't lodge a protest at all, but was quite vocal about something, so not sure what happened there to the 27 car, but
well, it looks like a bit of an unforced error. A little bit of a tag on the ball there, nothing major though. So, as he regathers and we get back to the action here.
Yep.
So, super tight battle here. Where the other battle, it was obviously back up the front here with Nick McIndoe, Mark Mudgeway, Donald Pittman, who had tagged onto that back of that group. John Fillingham sort of dropped off, and here comes Pittman straight away on Mudgey.
Down the inside of Mudgeway. Will Mudgeway live here on the inside for the next left-hander?
Well, the question is bloody Pittman going to live on the outside for this one? Oh, that was close.
Shuts the door. So VGA versus Breakfast Crew out there at the moment.
And it's on.
That is 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. So good little battle going on there.
So Pittman, get the eyes on. He's definitely getting in a good rhythm at the moment. So 20, what are we on? 22nd lap, 21st lap, 22nd lap, actually.
Yeah, 22nd lap, yeah. And obviously Ethan Carr already nearly 14 seconds up the road from these boys now. So the more that this battle goes on between Pluck, Carter, Tazikas, Haas and Co, the better it gets really for this early phase of the race, this first quarter, effectively, if you like, for Ethan Cale. It just it's playing out perfectly for him at the moment. Obviously a long way to go. He's like, you know, a lot of things that can happen in the interim, but you know, we've got safety cars enabled. The way these guys are driving though, you're not likely at the moment going to see it. They are just so in tune with these cars, the rhythm of the racetrack and the conditions particularly good. And it doesn't look in this early phase a lot like anybody's throwing any Hail Marys, so to speak, as well, Davo. You know, we've seen, we saw Hayden Kirk having big looks at John Carter. We've now seen Pluck having big looks, but look, if it's a 50-50, they're backing out of it, which is awesome for everybody out there, including ourselves, because it keeps it nice and clean.
It does.
Keeps Sean and the boys nice and quiet, and they can sit back and have a beer.
Enjoy a beer.
Yeah, not be too busy. So yeah, long may it last. Hopefully, I haven't jinxed it.
Well, look, it's always an unknown, isn't it, J-Man? And look, I said it earlier in the broadcast. I think when these boys, when the session went, practice session went live, pre-race, everybody sort of went, "Oh, it's wet." Oh my! And but it has cleared up nicely as we just get out of the back of John Carter's car. Pluck again, bouncing off that curb. A little right-hand kick after the long left-hander there. J-Man's turn 6, I would call it. And man, here he goes.
Oh, a little bit of contact in the door, and that's going to cause a rotation. I wouldn't be surprised if John Carter calls race control now and says, hey, I don't know if that was on. Anyhow, a little bit of an update while we wait for that. Sorry, yeah. So protest just been lodged for that incident. An update for Yucko Venter asking for PD's progression. Now, Pete has taken a second out of that margin. Pete actually has just taken a whole lot more with that incident ahead. It was 5.6, was originally 6.5, then it went to 5.6. Now it's currently 3.8 with that incident. So expect to look in the back of shot now and see Pete Dawson start to range up on what will now be Jonathan Carter.
Yeah,
goes from
John Carter.
Yeah. So although potential issue going forward for Matty Pluck based on that, depending on how race control sees it.
Well, it did really prop that whole group of cars. Obviously, John was leading that. Pluck with a little tag on the back there. So the two lead cars in that 4-pack really did prop up and slow up. And so the whole group's slowed up. That has allowed Pete Dawson to make a bit of a gain. They are obviously finding their feet again and getting back into that formation by the looks of it. And it'll be a game on again with a slight shuffle of positions. But yeah, Pete Dawson making a game from that. Look, he could clearly see them. And what better carrot, J-Man, you know, just to push you that little bit harder is to be able to see that pack of cars, which is second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Like, so it's a big chunk of the field. So you definitely want to be in there amongst that.
Yeah, it is, and also good battle forming in the back of shot as well. A little bit further down for 13th and 14th, Tim Nash. And hang on, was it Nev Shields? I think it was. Just having a look. I know there's a couple of team cars there, but I suspect Vaughan Martin's out of position and maybe made a pit stop. I'll see if I can bring that up on my data.
Vaughan down a lap.
Yeah,
I know
he's
that.
down a lap with one stop in the book. In the bank.
Okay,
so
okay.
Paul Martin has actually made a stop. So look, we might.
So we know, and so what we do know is that, look, a full tank of juice in these things will take you about 65 laps or so.
Yep.
So they're going to have to do a pit stop. But does the tyre last that long? I probably doubt it. So.
Well, let's get a little bit of insight. We'll see if we can't maybe just hang on a sec. He's just looking at making a pass on that car. Just let him get into his rhythm. He's just having a little moment here. We'll let him come up through the straight here. Maybe just try and catch him on the infield and not upset his rhythm too much. I'm not sure whether he can talk to us based on his push to talks for the in-game chat. But Vaughan Martin, you've been for a pit stop already. Have you got a minute?
Yeah,
Any
mate.
option to talk to us? Okay, mate, what's the plan there? We see you've one of the only cars to make a pit stop out of there. You're a lap down at the moment. What's the plan?
Oh, mate, I guess I'm just taking someone else's setup and didn't realise I had so little fuel.
Okay, so unscheduled. You got your fuel numbers back on track, mate?
No, I don't, sorry.
Okay,
I've just taken 120 litres, which give me 60 laps.
Okay, so bit of work to do. Still another stop on hand. Oh, sorry to interrupt you. We'll let you get back to it and concentrate. We'll maybe have a tune and catch up with you a little bit later on.
Okay, and
Cheers.
while
Cheers,
that, all of that's going on, Alex Tzakis.
In the pit lane.
He's in the pit lane. He come up as a
Yes.
crash on my Delta, but it's him just exiting to the pit lane. So, one of the lead cars in the pits there, J-Man. So here we go. We were just talking about fuel loads and tyre wear and the like, and here we are, 26 laps in on a 100-lap race, and we are seeing some pit action.
Yeah, we are. So that's very interesting to see that this early on. I kind of thought we might have been every bit of about 40 laps before we started the movement. So a little bit of a reverse strategy based on the fact that I think he's definitely going to look for somewhere around a two-stopper then. Based on that number, we'll only see him somewhere in the 80-something laps, and a little bit of a touch up there. Sorry, I just listened to this.
As we pick up on Matthew Pluck defending against Mitch Haas there on camera as we speak. Let's just get out of the back of Matthew's car here, and gets a great run out of the final corner there, gaining some space before T1 braking area here. Mitch tucks it in neatly. Good clean run off two as they carry on.
Yeah, no further action for car 51 on car 9. So that was the John Carter Matthew Pluck incident. Deemed to be racing room was given, however contact ensured. So no further incident for that one, so play on.
There you go. Race control hard at work in the background. Ticking the boxes. Oh, look at this.
Hard at work with these two going at it still. So this is Mitch Haas and Matthew Pluck, and he's just nearly going to be, he couldn't get the drive down.
A tag on the back. Tag on the back there. He couldn't pull the bloody thing up either. He got so much drive out of the left hand. It didn't stop when he flicked it in right, but these guys going at it, J-Man. Haas in the 771, 777. BMW going at it.
Progression as well, Davo, looking really fantastic. It's tucked up and behind Mark Mudgrave, putting a lot of pressure on Mickendo. So the team cars now getting incentivized to just hurry up a little bit because...
Okay, so in the background, Jody Cummings is definitely coming. He's dispatched the two VGA cars in the background while we were watching. Yep. And, making some gains now, sitting 9th position.
Yeah, it's a good comeback.
It is a long race, J-Man.
It is. We have only just gone past the quarter-way mark. We are on lap 28 of 100, so a little bit past the quarter-way and still plenty of work to do. And a 17-second gain for the guy out in front over Matt Pluck. So Ethan Carl continues to extend that margin. So looking super comfortable out there. Like I said, safety car is activated. It is sitting there. It is enabled. But look, doesn't seem likely at the moment. I think the percentages to see that thing are very, very low based on the track conditions and the quality of driving we're seeing out there. So,
quality of driving.
Pete Dawson is closing the gap. We talked about it being 3.8. Now it's 3.1, 3.2. So he has got fresh air. He's just staying in his rhythm, trying to close down that gap to John Carter. And the second if he does get to Carter, we have a lot of good stuff in front of him with Hayden Kirk and Mitch Haas not too far in the distant future.
Good close racing as McIndoe fends off. Well, it's not actually McIndoe, it's Mudgee fending off Jamie Kosa there. McIndoe probably taking advantage of it a little bit as Mark is distracted by Jamie just hunting the back of that Vegemite car. Oh, all of them well out wide on the exit of 2. That can be so dangerous. Kosa. An in-car from Kosa. Just watch a bit of this wheel work here as he works this mid-section of the circuit. Oh, McIndoe with this awkward exit on the left-hander. Out of turn 5. It's really bunched these guys up again. Mudgway having to prop a little bit. Kosa then just props a little bit. And it's on. Look at that group. 5 cars rounded out by Donald Pittman and John Fillingham in the 2 VGA cars, as well as we just front of shot there. Let's pick up on that. That is Pete Dawson. We've been getting asked about his progress. Coming up behind, I think that is Toby Smith in one of the hardcore cars. Knuckles out of position. So I would suspect he'll be seeing a blue flag sometime soon, J-Man.
Yes.
And you can see just in front of Nux there, actually John Carter's Purple Panda car. So, a little bit of a change, bit of a shuffle there. What did we just see there? John, what happened? Oh, McIndoe in the pits.
Okay. So, McIndoe, where is he? I'll just try and pick up on him. Okay, so there he is. Okay, so already in there for the better part of 40 seconds and counting. So 46.3 seconds in the lane. Alex was around 37.9, so McIndoe back out. And importantly, out in front of Toby and Vaughan Martin as well, so gets that stop done. Okay, so 0.2, just over of a second between Mitch Harstall and Matt Pluck. This battle was just raging on up there, Davo. Those guys.
Yeah, easily the two closest cars on track at the moment. I just see in the background, John McDonald will quickly flash to this. John McDonald actually getting a pass executed on Nev Shields. We won't stay on that long because we will just watch that roll across the line there. So nice work from JB there, mate. But this is where the heat is in the race at the moment, and it is for second and third position pretty much respectively. Matthew Pluck currently holding down second, Mitch Haas in third, fighting it. Let's give Ethan a little bit of airtime, J-Man, just quietly, just quickly, as he runs across the start-finish line to start his 32nd lap. So nearly, we're getting close to a third of the way through the race. Archie, my parrot, is very excited about it, if you can't already hear that.
He's pumped up, mate.
He is fully pumped.
Yeah, so good little pass there from John McDonald over Nev Shields, put himself on P11. How far up the road is Timmy Nash? We'll probably get a read on that shortly. I just see him disappear into turn 11, turn 12, so he's a little bit up the road, some 9.8, I think, something like that.
And we're just picking up on a replay of Kosa taking Mudge away through three, actually, J-Man, after McIndoe had snuck into the pits. He was in leading that little group there. So, yes, back to the action, J-Man.
Yep. So we saw Alex in on lap 25, McIndoe in on lap 29, and Vaughan Martin was in early, obviously, with that loaded fuel set on lap 22. And what is that? We are seeing Ethan Cale has made a stop. Is that what I'm seeing? Ethan Cale to the lane. Is that what I'm seeing? No, okay, it was just Madata. No, it was just Madata. He must have run incredibly wide between 11 and 12, and I thought he was going to shoot down the pit lane. However,
just
not so much.
Triggers our data, doesn't it? It just goes, Ethan Cale in the pits. No.
Yeah.
But, yeah, big pat on the back. Ethan just smashing it out at the moment. Obviously, sort of got a little bit of a free pass, obviously, with Kosa making a very minor error on the start line. as the green flag was in the starting procedure. So so it's sort of falling back, but Kosa now back into 7th, but still some way back, J-Man. But he's very much took advantage of that, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, J-Man? And particularly on these long races, get on it. Like, if you get those gifts, get on it and take advantage of it. Matthew Pluck holding down 2nd, Mitch Haas in 3rd. Hayden Kirk, Pluck's teammate, the sister car to the 51. 371 car of Hayden Kirk in 4th position, so doing really good. The KSR boys there, Jonathan Carter held down 2nd for pretty much 25 laps or so. Now back in 5th position, still unpitted. I don't think any of these guys are pitted up the front here. Pete Dawson, actually, look at where Pete is now, J-Man, compared to John Carter.
Yeah, he stretched the gap and pulled that down to 2.4 seconds to Carter. So it's definitely going in the favour, and he's picking up around about, well, it was about a tenth and a half a lap. However, lap 32, he picked up 1.2 seconds. I think it was, hang on a sec. Oh no, I'm looking at Kosa. That's Kosa's margin. So 0.233. So just over a quarter of a second on lap 33. He's making 3.5 tenths a lap, but it's come up on my data that it's actually Jamie Kosa is making big gains into Pete Dawson at the moment. Like I said, he made lap 32 1.2 seconds. Last lap round 0.2. So he is coming. Jamie Kosa all the way back to P7, but I've still got my eyes fixated on Mitch Haas and Matt Pluck.
Who's up the front? Yeah,
Safety car.
It's up. What?
We have a safety car.
We have a safety car. Okay.
I'm not sure what that was for. I'm looking for course yellows somewhere.
Who is driving safety car? Sean McNamara. Here it comes as it rolls out of the pits.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a lucky dog for those who so the safety car will pick up the leader. Anybody in between them will just go on through. So we'll watch with the waiting brief to see what happens here. But that big air gap of nearly 20 seconds for Ethan Carl is about to evaporate.
Okay, Jono Gibson, thank you very much, Jono Gibson, for signing up to run our safety car for this afternoon, J-Man, here at the Winton 300. Thank you, all of you legends, as we take a breath on what has been a freaking hectic race so far, J-Man. 35 laps of just absolute action so far here in the Winton 300. Matchfit Entertainment's events, should I say. First ever O racing event, and it is going down a treat. We have prizes, ladies and gentlemen. We have bloody prizes, I tell you. The drivers are going into the draw basically by racing here today to win a part of $1,000 prize pool, which is shared over the top 10. Plus bloody cool trophies as well. And not only do the drivers get rewarded for being here today, but you legends, the viewers, hitting us up in the chat box all day or all afternoon as we watch these guys rip around. Also going to draw to win something equally as awesome, maybe even more so than what the drivers have got to win here with Mazda R3 bundle viewer giveaway. Terms and conditions, obviously, make sure you've chatted in the chat box. Entries, or the draw shuts as the checkered flag flies, and you will go on the spin of the wheel. You need to be watching the stream after the post-race interviews when we draw it to acknowledge that we have called your name and say yes. You've got about 15 seconds to do that, and we are going to thank the boys at freaking GAMAFLARE Sim Racing for providing that, and the people at Mazda, obviously, for providing such an awesome prize here tonight. J-Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. We'll also give a shout out to the Veteran Gaming Australia boys as well. They're one of our affiliates, and get over to their Discord. Links are in the description, and check out what they've got going on. They do have a 2025 Remembrance special event going on November the 9th. So get over there and check those boys out and sign up, ladies and gentlemen. We have a yellow flag, J-Man, for an incident. I'm not sure what the incident was.
Yeah, look, for whatever it is, the safety car is out there. Everybody's being released. He's trying to pick up Ethan Carl at the moment. Ethan Carl just actually struggling to see the little 34 coupe, although I believe he is coming. So he'll just pick him up. Safety car is there. Is that him on the back of it now? Yes, it is. So he's grabbed it. And what I can tell you, smart play to a number of drivers out there. I'm going to pick a few names out of the hat here. Mitch Haas, pit stop, lap 35 under yellow. Hayden Kirk, Matty Pluck, Mark Mudgway, John McDonald, Dennis Hawkins, Timmy Nash. There's an absolute flurry of guys looking for an opportunity to refuel these things and maybe get some rubber on during yellow flag conditions.
Absolutely.
And guys that maybe just missed the window. I'm looking at the likes of Nick Mickindo went in on lap 29. Did he go in right when that car was called?
No, it was a couple of laps before it, I think, J-Man, or at least a lap before it. Yeah, so I think Nick was in and out before the safety car, J-Man. So
yep,
where does that slot him back to then with that situation?
Okay, so we're just formatting. It'll be kind of a little bit hectic for a minute, just while race control let the pack get in behind the safety car, and then they will give the wave buys, and you'll see wave buys, I think, for the likes of Vaughan Martin, for Toby Smith, and a couple of others as well. So this will just really reset the field again, and we'll get to go at it again. It'll be much like what was effectively just under an hour ago. It's going to get pretty manic pretty quick, I think. So,
I agree, man.
Jono Gibson has got control of the field with Ethan Carl right behind. We're starting to see the pack formate on there. And once we see them all get there, we will get the call for the lucky dog.
This is going to change the game, J-Man. I'll just leave you with it for a moment. Well, Davo has a pit stop.
Car 369 gets a wave around. Car 54. Car 10. That'll be car 5, gets a wave around. Car 27, that's John McDonald. Car 49 will get a wave around. Car 585, that sounds like Shane Fodado. .776, that will be Vaughan Martin. So that will allow those guys to run back through, right back around, get back on the back of this field. And then re-go again. Ethan Cale done a beautiful job through the opening stint there to pull away. It's going to be interesting to see. Once again, it's very similar to what the start of this race was, with Ethan Cale, John Carter, and Jamie Kosa tucked in behind him. Difference being now we've got Tim Nash, Nev Shields, in between the likes of Matt Pluck and Hayden Kirk and Mitch Haas.
So they're still going to sort this field, though, don't they, J-Man? Won't there be some more wave buys, or is this where we're at?
Just listening on, it sounds like Dennis Hawkins still got to go for a wave through.
So good. Just I think we've got 21 official drivers on track, so we can see some wave throughs going on already there, J-Man, as they shuffle things around.
Yeah, tyres will be cooling off here now too, so Those who opted to stop on lap 34, lap 35, certainly see Pete Dawson just dropping down the field. Did he opt to go and make another stop there? Did he go for another splash and dash? Where is Pete Dawson?
Had Petey been already in already, had he? No, he's still out.
No,
He's still out there.
No,
Yeah.
so,
So a little bit, Dana being a little bit temperamental.
according to me, so going from the top of the field, green this lap 2.
Okay. So one more circuit here. Field is bunched. Just sort themselves out.
Okay, so the acceleration zone, people, viewers, and yourself, Davo, is between. They must go before the last apex of the final turn.
Yep.
And these guys, the likes of Pete Dawson and co, Mickendo, Mudgeway, all these guys, they are scrambling. They are on full quali mode to get round to
get round here. Yeah, because there's like literally half the field still
safety cars away,
trailing this bunched pack here. Either way, J-Man, there's gains to be made for those boys as they, like you said, are pretty much in quali mode to try and tag on the back of this field here. We are about to go green. Lights are out and the safety car is away. Ethan pretty much has control at the moment.
There's a few cars sitting on the hard cut on the under the controlled speed here. All sitting on around 50k.
So I think that's 9 cars. I think, is it? No, it's 8 cars, I think, sitting in that pack there.
He's got to go very shortly. Here he goes, he's on the gas.
Here we go.
Leave it to the latest possible moment. I tell you what, the likes of, I think it was Mickendo and co were getting close to catch him back up before he went. So battle on.
So we are back to Paul Field. So that's Paul Field on the back of that field. That is, yes. So Paul Field tails that field. So in the top 9. So nice work from Field.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
He'll be loving that.
To where he's come out and that. So maybe a little bit out of sequence fuel-wise or something, but Fieldsy hasn't stopped. But that said, neither has the top 6 haven't stopped also. So
no. So Pete Dawson just tugged in as we just watch. That's Pluck. That's Pluck past Shields, and his teammate Kirk looks hungry to take advantage of it. Did I just see an indicator come on Pluck's car there?
It looked like it, yeah.
But Kirk taking advantage of that, but then mate, Mitch Haas, he wants a bit of it as well.
So this is 777 side by side.
So no team orders here, I suspect. Then that is Paul Field from the Hardcore Racing team, actually tucked in.
Haas has got to run down to the turn 11 here.
In car, Paul Field.
So Haas got the job done down into the Advanced Petroleum, turn 11, turn 12. Clears the teammate, set sights for Hayden Kirk. So once again battling away. Ethan Carl's already grabbed a 1.2 second margin over Jamie Kosa.
But just wait for the. So we see, what a shuffle though, J-Man. Ethan Carl, Jamie Kosa, Jonathan Carter back in that top 3 now. Timmy Nash, I think unpitted though. Timmy Nash in 4th, and Matthew Pluck and Hayden Kirk in 5th and 6th respectively. Beyond that was that little battle we were just showing you. Mitch Haas, Neville Shields and Paul Field. And then we got Donnie Pittman and John Fillingham, the 2 VGA cars in 10th and 11th. Pete Dawson, what do we got?
We had a car rotate with Nev Shields, rotated all on his own, just got on the right pedal a little hard. In the infield.
Here we go, we'll pick up on a replay there. A little bounce off the ripple strip there in front of Paul Field. No contact, unforced error there from Shields. as he finds, just tries to get his bearings again. Where is this track, he says, and back on track, but lost multiple positions. J-Man went back a good 6 positions there. Bad luck for Shieldsy.
Last lap round at 128.5. Plays a new fastest lap of the race, and he is coming, Jamie Kosa, with 127.95.
Look, Jamie being back in that top 3 there, this is danger for Ethan Cale. He will come in hot, I suspect. Very, very quick in practice during the week leading up to this event. So definitely one. John Carter basically back where he was for most of the first third of the race. 42 laps in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, all you legends, tuning us into us live again today here for Matchfit Events Winter 300. Hit us up in the chat box there, and you too could go in the draw to win a friggin' awesome prize from GAMAFLARE and Mozza in a P3 Mozza bundle. R3, should I say, Mozza bundle. Ladies and gentlemen, pretty cool stuff. Actually, let's just have a quick, that's what we could win just for throwing up a comment in the chat box here today. Awesome stuff. Let's get back to the racing. Who you got your eyes on there, J-Man?
So I'm just watching Jamie Kosa just close this margin down. I'd like to say little by little, but it's absolute meters every brake zone and every acceleration zone. He is right up there within a half a second on the back now of Ethan Cale. So it's the first time in a little over an hour that Ethan's had anything in his mirrors to contend with, and it is with Jamie Kosa. And he, you know, these guys know each other very well, so he'll know what's coming. And look, if he's got a little more in the tank than what we saw in the opening stint, he's going to have to use it now. Meanwhile, a little bit of an air gap between Matt Pluck and Hayden Kirk now, because Matt Pluck's going to work on John Carter now. There's a little bit of a... Okay, so Pete Dawson off in the infield. I don't know if that was assisted or on his own, but McDonald.
Oh, yeah, so unforced from Dawson out of 3. We're just picking it up at 2, should I say. We're picking it up on the replay. It actually took Nick McIndoe out in the process.
Okay.
So both of those cars heavily into the wall there.
Oh, no front splitter at all on the Milo car. It's got no front clip at all. So that thing is going to be suffering from some serious understeer.
Oh, yeah, badly damaged.
Okay, protest lodged, I think, by, maybe the 27 car. So John McDonald just not happy about something there. Nick McIndoe's been given the meatball flag. There's parts falling off of that car. Still, as we speak, he's going to have to go to pits and get that.
Yeah, no, that thing's got to go into the pit lane. That is terrible luck for McIndoe.
Yeah, he was doing so well. So he's going to have to come in and get that thing just tuned up a little bit. Okay, so
we have
Jamie Kosa.
That is an overtake. Let's get a replay of that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What have we got? Lost it. What is going on? Here it is here. Oh no, it's already done and dusted. The replay hasn't picked it up. Damn that. Okay, we'll move on. That happened in the background, so we're just picking up on that accident between McIndoe and Pete Dawson. However, this is where it stood, and we sort of knew it was coming, didn't we, J-Man, with Jamie coming for Ethan. Clearly the quickest car on track. He's been showing that with his lap times in the 551. Lego Technic car. Jamie Kosa leading the race to Ethan Cale, Jonathan Carter. Now, under all sorts of pressure, this is like a repeat of the first third of the race here. Matthew Pluck giving him all sorts of grief.
Yeah, and also too, McIndoe 35.8 seconds to repair that front end on that BMW comes back out on the racetrack. So he is back out there currently in P17 with that thing tidied back up. Big air gap in front of him, a lot of work to do now. Still a lot of time, only lap 45 of 100. So eyes forward, head down. These guys are really going to work for this race. You know, there's a lot on offer, but man, we're going to ask a lot of these drivers over the next couple of hours to try and bring these things home, and that won't be the last bit of panel damage. I'm sure we'll see.
Overlap between Clark and Carter.
Clark and Carter.
Clark, always just aggressive, but just clinical in his delivery, J-Man.
Yep.
Showing the nose of the car all the time. Little marginal overlaps here and there, really trying to force the error from the car in front.
And that's Kirk and Haas right in behind as well,
Yeah.
going at it. The more that that Carter Pluck go to battle, the better it is for the likes of Mitch Haas and
Mate, look at
probably Hayden Kirk as well.
these 4 cars, like seriously, and here we go again with Pluck, with the overlap. Jonathan on the inside, Pluck ever so deep under brakes, gets it stopped and around the outside. Look what's going on behind him. Haas on Kirk. Is that going to happen? Oh, but he's on the outside as well. An exchange.
Drive-through penalty for Alex Tzidakis as well for the contact.
No,
As well.
that's unfortunate for Alex. Tzidakis with a penalty there, J-Man. Look, I'm sure, didn't we just watch this? This is like deja vu. I'm sure we just saw this 20 laps ago. Awesome stuff. Great exchanges from all these guys. Matthew Pluck, Jonathan Carter, Hayden Kirk, and Mitch Haas. Pluck now would be wanting to head towards those top 2, wouldn't he? He can see them. They're just there after the yellow, the safety car and the full course yellow there. So bunch that field back up, at least the top 10 of it anyway.
Pending incident for Pete Dawson under investigation for contact on, I believe, Nick McIndoe. So,
okay, that was the one we picked up on the replay earlier. Very big accident, probably the biggest we've caught on stream. We did get the safety car come out. We weren't sure what that was for. No doubt an accident as well. But yeah, that Pete Dawson, Nick McIndoe, a biggie out of turn 2. Look at this battle. Mitch Haas, Hayden Kirk, Timmy Nash. You can just see him in the Valvoline car not too far behind going, yeah, can I come and play, boys?
yeah, he's going to turn up to that party, invitation or not.
Stunning looking car, the Valvoline car of Tim Nash. Hayden Kirk's probably not thinking the same about Mitch Haas's car. Working hard.
2.1, 2.2 seconds the gap now Kosa has over Ethan Cale. So he's just stretching that air gap little by little. Try and get a read on that, what that looks like. He's pulling around, so straight away, so he pulled 3/4 of a second on lap 46, half a second lap 45, a second on lap 44, so a little bit even flow, but certainly got the numbers going for him at the moment as Jamie Kosa.
Tzidakis and Martin have swapped positions, I think, 3 times in the last 30 seconds, and it continues to and fro from these two. Tzidakis.
So that's post drive-through, yeah?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's him in recovery then.
Just have a little bit of a look.
See if you can spot that. But yeah, a heated little exchange there. No contact between, always so much respect. The field, 20 plus cars here tonight. Very respectful driving. All accidents we've seen have been pretty much accidents, and the stewards have ruled so as well. But very clean stuff on track. Hectic start to the race, and restart after the yellows, but very, very clean stuff from these guys. Loads of respect on track, and some good skilled heads out there, I tell ya. Jamie Kosa running away a little bit. J-Man from Ethan Cale, no surprise. Matthew Pluck running away from John Carter, no surprise, leaving John O with the rest of the action. His teammate Hayden Kirk, first cab off the rank in 5th. Haas and now Nash coming to join that party up the front. Donnie Pittman and John Fillingham flying in formation and pretty much have done the whole race. We are nearly halfway, and I've been able to see these two cars on track in the same camera shot the whole race. So these guys very equally paced. Mudgee up and down, bit of a race for him. Paul Field actually has slowly moved forward the whole race. So nice work for Paul. Fieldsy doing a stellar job. Shieldsy as well, rocking in 12th. Shane Frodedo coming to grips with the car and got that thing up into 13th. Hang on, I've lost a position somehow on my data. Anyway, John McDonald in 13 and Pete Dawson, I think, in 14th.
Yeah, just with a little cloud just hanging over him at the moment while race control deliberate on that one there.
Absolutely.
So that was the 54 car in the 10. So we'll see what comes of that. Guys will be busy in the background just analysing the data and just seeing what that looked like. So once again, what have we got?
Oh, Haas all over the back of Kirk, because Kirk wants a bit of Carter, and Carter's just holding up proceedings, I think, a little bit.
And Tim Nash has actually got there now.
He is there, you can see it.
That he's pretty much there. So
as we look out of the back of Jonathan Carter's Purple Panda car there, and you can see the train behind him, those three ducking and weaving. And there's Nash in the background and the unmistakable Valvoline car. These group of guys have literally raced the last hour and 15 minutes, 50 odd laps, viewers, nose to tail like this, the whole race. Amazing stuff, good quality racing from these boys.
Tim Nash, the fastest of those 4 cars last lap around. So, oh, and who was that? That looked like one of the hardcore cars completely going the wrong way there for a second for me. And we have Nev Shields in the pit lane. So Nev Shields opting for a stop here, right on the halfway mark. So 50 laps in on the jacks. And
yeah, so Fields just looping it up. I think he might have just had a little bit of a slip up in the corner before in coming out of 2. Gets to 3, rears are hot, spins that car around, and the lead pack, Pluck, Carter, Hayden, and Haas. Hayden, all of them just hit the corner right at the wrong time. So nice work there from Fields. He just hold his ground there and let the boys get around him and get that car off track safely. Timmy Nash, though, J-Man, he has definitely tagged onto this.
Okay, you can just see the pit time here for Nev Shields. He's 48 seconds in already. This is the first of his pit stops. Opted not to stop under yellow. Neither did Kosa, Kale, Carter, Nash. I think that will top the field out. Everyone else has either made 1 or 2 stops. You got the likes of Alex Tzidakis having made 2. However, I think one of those potentially was the drive-through. Mikendo's been in twice, obviously came in to repair that damage. And Knuckles, aka Tobias, so he has been in twice as well. So pretty eventful at the halfway mark. Hour and 17 odd minutes through.
I suppose it's to be expected. The guys, that aren't big on strategy would just go half and half, and we got these cars side by side and like literally leading. It was elbow to elbow stuff.
Haas is going to have a big look down here.
Haas wanted that all day,
and that'll be.
Kirk didn't want to leave it.
Nah.
So some very aggressive work there.
So I missed the move through. Sorry, I was looking at data. I Pluck on Carter, and then Obviously now Haas through on Kirk. It's still the same pack. It's just jostling.
It's just shuffled. Who's that? Ethan Cale in the pits, J-Man. So 52 laps in, no surprise.
Okay, so that is his first stop. So he's done it right just over the halfway mark.
Yep.
So he's got a plan. I think based on what we've seen now, we know that car can run home, and it can run home with very, very good pace.
Would you expect to see Kosa cover that off next lap, maybe, or soon, at least?
Yeah, look, I think we know with the safety car, it was probably going to stretch that fuel out from maybe 63 to around about 67, 68 laps. So if that's the case, it required fuels probably a little less than they were if it was full green running. So Kosa might look for a strategy here just to run a little bit longer, just stretch that fuel tank out. And he was making good ground as it is, so the tyres in a good position. Car's obviously hooked up. He's got a huge air gap now. He's got 10.2 seconds back to Matt Pluck, who has made a stop and made that stop under yellow, I believe. So I'll just have a look at that.
Very close contact again from Carter and Haas now. Off to Haas. Dispatching
so
Kirk.
Made it on lap 34. Okay, so Kosa's still lapping in the low 28s, and then everybody thereafter lapping in the 29s or 30s. So
Yep.
It's got some serious pace going on.
So where Hale come back out there? 15th position, I think. I've got him on the board as, yes it is.
Yeah, he has come out in P15. So look to try and what sort of gaps he got. Ethan Cale, he has got 14 seconds up the road to Vaughan Martin. So he's got a lot of fresh air and might have a bit of John McDonald just calling out to Pete Dawson and just letting him go by the sound of it. So that obviously just happened out on track.
Yeah, so good little verbal exchange between the boys there. J-Man giving PD the heads up. It's a nice stuff. As look, it's turned out to be a beautiful day here at Winton. You can see the sun coming across a little bit already. The shadow's getting a little bit longer. We are an hour and 20 minutes into the race and only just over halfway, so heaps of action yet to come here, J-Man, as the day goes on. But at the moment, Jamie Kosa out in front in the Lego Techniques 551. Matthew Pluck in the 51. Kiwi Sim Racing car. Jonathan Carter, Purple Panda, in third position. With this little angry pack chasing him down. Hayden Kirk, Tim Nash, actually... Hayden Kirk, Tim, and Mitch Haas. Haas has gone backwards, actually. Or is he just coming through again? Anyway, in amongst that is Donald Pittman and John Fillingham. These two boys flying in formation the whole race. The VGA cars doing a stellar job and currently sitting in, where have we got? Pittman in 6th and Fillingham in 8th. So nice work from these boys. Mitch Hutt, the meat in that VGA sandwich right there. But plenty going on. They can actually see that little battle for third position going on just in front of them. So they're still well in touch. So they can see Jonathan Carter and Hayden Kirk and Tim Nash just around the corner there. So.
Okay, so race control has been asked to look at a re-entry, I believe, from car 771. So little bit of something to look at there. I'm not sure exactly what that was.
So that's Mitch Haas. So Mitch Haas, I'm sure, has gone back and from that little pack of cars that we've been watching, and landed back in between the two VGA cars there. So, yes, something must have happened there with Mitch Haas. Let's see if we can pick up a replay on something here. Here we go. Re-entry. So, looked safe enough from that camera angle. Probably from in-car on Donnie Pittman's car, it might have looked a little bit puckering, though. So, hence, maybe just a reason to get the boys to have a quick sticky peek at it. Either way, didn't look too bad on camera. J-Man, we'll let those boys deal with that. We're going to deal with the commentary. Plenty going on here.
Yeah, I'm looking at Carter, Kirk and Nash going at it right now, and that's great drive from Tim Nash, just really disciplined to drive himself up there. Is on, looks like a one-stop strategy at the moment because he's 0 stops for 56 laps, so going to drive himself up there. The two cars around him, so John Carter and... Well, John Carter's on a 0 stopper as well. So Hayden Kirk stopped once, and Pluck stopped once as well. So he's a bit further up the road. Don Pittman, I think.
But when did they stop? Did they stop? Yeah, depending on where they stopped. Do you think they got their fuel home?
No, potentially I don't think so. I don't think they got enough on. I'll tell you that they stopped on. Okay, so Pittman stopped lap 34, Hayden Kirk stopped lap 34, and so did Matt Pluck.
So they might... Oh, geez, that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
It is a bit of a stretch. They might have bought a bit of time with that safety car, with 63 being optimal laps run with fuel based on the pace we're seeing.
Sure.
They might have gained 3 or 4, maybe 4 laps. So maybe tight.
Absolutely, and tight, and like the racing J-Man with the battle between John Carter, Hayden Kirk, Tim Nash still going on. Obviously, Mitch Haas sandwiched himself in between, or wedged himself, however you like to look at it, in between Donnie Pittman and John Fillingham, the VGA boys there. So yeah, another good tight little pack going on there. I think the rest of the field, a little bit spread, Mudgeway and Fresh Air. Oh, talk about who we got there. That's Funado and Dawson.
Okay. Yeah, it is Dawson and Funado. Yep, going at it.
So these two guys, no stranger to each other, raced multiple different communities together, I think, these boys. So, yeah, so plenty of respect. Once again, out on track, J-Man, and by all the drivers we've seen here today. It's been very, very tidy race, and I'm surprised if race control isn't falling asleep yet.
No, look, from race control, no further action required for car 771. However, given a warning for track re-entry.
So, okay, there you go. So, interesting info, ladies and gentlemen. What do you reckon? Hit us up in the chat box. Tell us what you think. Who is your money on? Yes, I think so too, Murphy's Law. I think the boys might have picked it just a fly too early. Time will tell. Plenty of racing yet to go here, J-Man, in the Winton 300. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. J-Man.
For me, I think probably the best of those guys is probably, I want to say maybe at that early stage, Shane Fonado, lap 36. However, there's a group of cars that stopped around that lap. Nick McIndoe, he did a double stint in there, lap 43. But there's a group of cars. Also, Shane Fonado, what was he, lap 36? He's probably put himself close.
Yeah. Yeah, and McIndoe in twice. He had to go in and fix damage as well, so he could have topped as well there. So interesting stuff, J-Man. But look, as the laps tick down and we get closer towards the end, we will start to see a more definite picture. We can surmise a little bit, should I say, just on, you know, car pace and just by watching on what's going on, body language of the vehicles and whatnot. But, you know, just watching the deltas and looking at the pace of these cars, we can tell.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get a good read shortly there.
I think so too.
From Kosa, who is in the lane.
So Pluck in the lead, yes. So it's only a matter of time. A few laps, I think, later than what I thought, but then maybe he's just taking care of things and making sure he is good to the end of the race, which he easily will be at this lap count. But fairly light as well, I suspect, run home for Kosa. So watch how speedy that car will look with a fresh set of tyres and not much juice in the tank.
Where does he go down to? Because I'm looking at the likes of...
He's back into 12th already.
Yeah, I'm looking at the likes of Ethan Cale. So when Ethan Cale stopped on a 41.3 second stop...
leaving the pits now, J-Man.
40.6.
So he's sitting in 13th. We're just going to look out of the back of Kosa's car. That is Vaughan Martin. He's going to let Vaughan Martin through.
And then the next car...
Oh, is he? No.
Back a shot.
That is Ethan Cale.
Ethan Cale. So he's managed to maintain
that gap. Yep.
Yeah, effectively maintain that gap. However, it's shrunk. It has definitely shrunk down. So Vaughan will step aside here. I'm pretty sure he'll let...
So clearly two tidy stats for the boys. You know, like they've gone in with undamaged cars. They've kept these things clean. Get in there. You know, fuel and tyres, just top it up and they're out of there. No mucking around.
Yeah, this puts an interesting scenario for Matt Pluck here because he stopped on lap 34, currently on lap 60.
And just...
yeah. And it's going to be tight, I think. I'm not sure whether he can do it under green flag running, whether he's banking on another safety car. However, the field is relatively spread out now, so... Still a battle going on. We still got... Okay, so who was that I seen come down just then? Okay, so that's Shane Fodado still shadowing Pete Dawson with John McDonald in the back of shot. So that's 9th, 10th and 11th. And those guys all made one stop around the lap 35, 36 mark. Okay, I just heard from Hawkins through race control. I'm not sure what that was. Got Nick McIndoe right on his bumper for P16, P17. So the Molten Den reckons you can do it 70 laps.
Dawson in the pits, J-Man, I think.
On 120 litres. No, he's probably just taken a wide line there, mate, or a bit of data delay because he's still out on track by my calculations.
Okay, yep. Somebody's lagging then. I think it's PD actually that's lagging, so he's just bugging a little bit on my data.
Yeah, I'm sort of getting a little bit from everybody, but I'm just trying to stay with it. My gosh. Don Pittman, John Fillingham, those guys, the VGA boys, racing incredibly well out of 6th and 7th at the moment. Cars are line of stern. I'm pretty sure they've been with each other the whole race. So those boys come out to play today and having a good time. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with John's car because he's got the wipers going. We had the wipers going. Maybe it was just a little bit of a wave for the comms.
Just get rid of the bugs. But,
yeah.
A
little bit of rubber on the windscreen.
Yeah, plenty of muck on the front of these cars. Let's just get out of the back of John O'Connor's car here. Looking back at Timmy Nash, who chased these boys down in the Valvoline car. So Nash, number 14, and currently holding down 4th positions, but yet to pit, I suspect, J-Man. But yeah, you can just see the front of that car. Well, bug splattered. As we speak, Timmy Nash peels off into the pit lane on camera. Thanks for doing
Good
that.
opening stint. Good opening stint for Tim Nash. He drove really, really well into that one.
62 laps in, J-Man in the Winton 300. A lot to play for the drivers here today. $1,000 prize pool. A chance to get your name on a freaking awesome trophy. Might even throw in a Matchfit entertainment shirt for a few of the boys as well. But also for the viewers, you legends tuning in to us live on the YouTubes, you guys get the chance to win a fantastic prize as well, just by commenting in the chat here today. Awesome stuff. We will show you that little graphic quickly. Just throw in a comment.
Sorry.
Make sure you're around at the end of the stream. After the post-race interviews, you have to be there for the draw to win the prize. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, J-Man, where are we at?
Tim Nash with a pretty efficient stop, 36.6 seconds. So
nice.
About I think what we're looking at over Kale and Kosu is around about 4.5-5 seconds quicker than them on the stops, by way of maybe the fuel load that he had to take running deep. So he has come back out effectively P15. Those guys are currently 12th and 13th. So good stop for Tim Nash. That could pay dividends for him later on. I know we've talked about, you know, the guys that have or haven't stopped under safety car, and let's pick Matt Pluck for instance. He did stop.
Yes. But I think
on lap 34,
which I think is after the safety car.
No, before it.
Must have been before it. Okay, it only been a lap or so. Must have been close. Yep. I think Bakado was one of those stoppers just before the safety car as well. However, he had to stop again through because of a little bit of damage. So a bit of a reshuffle and a bit of an up and down race for Nick McIndoe so far. Here we have eyes on John Carter and Mitch Haas. This is not going away, J-Man.
Definitely not.
Talk about bug splatter. I don't know what I was trying to say there. And rubber. Look over. Oh, out of the back of John Carter's car. Mitch Haas's car just peppered with rubbish off the track. And oh, big run up under the wing of John Carter's car.
VGA boys, just
right there. They're right there. So they're coming pretty good towards their end of their stints, J-Man. That car coming back to them a little bit nicely. And obviously with these two boys battling in front of them. And here we go. There's overlap. Is there contact? Is he going to get it done? There's definitely contact. It's not over.
No, it's not over. They're going to take it down.
Carter in the marbles there. And just had nothing to give back. Caught wide and plenty of debris out of 3 there. Yes, straight away, J-Man.
Yeah, there. Yep. Right. And gives them a little tickle up down there. Gives them a little tickle up. I think that was effectively down through turn 8.
John getting no love here from any of these boys. Getting the muscle from Mitch Haas, and now Donnie Pittman and John Fillingham lining up, sizing him up, looking for that gap. Will it fit 2 VGA cars? Or just one at a time? Either way. Oh, there you go. Carter into the pits goes. He just gets out of that. I don't want to. He's run out of fight.
Well, that's the longest runner so far. So that's 65 laps
Oh, there you
effectively
go. Okay.
on a tank of fuel that
So
he's
that
done.
that is a full tank of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. He's probably rolling in on fumes. So John Carter been in and out of the top 3 all day, all race. J-Man, 65 laps in, was held second position in the race for nearly 30 laps, and was just fighting it out again with the regular suspects. Again, the Plucks, the Kirks, the Husses, and the like. For the mid-third of the race, here we are, 65 laps in. It's the run home. Is the strategy going to work?
We'll see if we can get a little bit of intel. Give us a read on Mitch Haas right now, as we just saw Timmy Nash come out the pits with a 36. Sorry, no, I was looking at John Carter. He came out with a 37.8, so that allowed Tim Nash through just in that exchange. So,
yep.
Good battle there and a good gain.
So
Tim
Mitch
Nash
Haas,
there.
did you want? Was it?
Yeah, give us a read on where Mitch Haas is, because I just want to be a little bit tricky.
Round at the final corner and just about to run over the start-finish line right now.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll grab him effectively at one of the trickiest parts of the track and see if he can actually talk. If he doesn't want to talk, he just doesn't have to press his button. But Mitch Haas, have you got a second just to catch up with your broadcast team here?
Oh, yeah, quick one.
Hey, mate. Hey, look, I won't hold you up too long. Make sure you focus, concentrate. You are currently sitting provisionally P3. Is that thing fueled for home, you think?
Should be.
Okay,
but,
so...
not 100%. I've had bad luck in the past.
Okay, so pretty good call to come in under yellow, Mitch, and grab some juice, eh?
Yeah, I almost didn't do it, but I thought it'd be a good idea.
Awesome.
Hey, well, look, we're not going to hold you up for too long,
Don't.
because you got a lot of work to do ahead of you. 66 of 100 laps. Well done, mate. You're going well. All the best.
Cheers, fellas.
Thanks for joining us, Mitch Haas, everyone. I hold my frigging breath every time we do that, J-Man.
Right, okay. So what we know...
So that car's fueled for home in third position as we speak.
So Mitch pitted on lap 35. He thinks he's tight. The 2 cars ahead of him pitted on lap 34. The car behind him, John Fillingham, pitted on lap 34. So he's a lap better off than those guys. I go back to Shane Fodderdo, who stopped on lap 36, currently sitting P8. Is Shane Fodderdo financially in a better spot fuel-wise than those boys? Then we go back to the likes of Jamie Kosa, pitted on lap 58, got a ton of car pace and a ton of fuel on him now. So he's got, with stopping on lap 58, he's going to be comfortable to get home. Got a lot of work to do, because you can pretty much argue that all those cars in front of him think that they can make it to the end, so he's going to have to earn it out on track. Brilliant to see some strategy play out in this one. The Winton 300 by Matchfit Events is shaping up to be an absolute ripper at the back end.
Yes, oh, absolutely, and you did mention only 5 or 10 minutes ago that as the race, we're going to get close to actually start seeing these strategies start to come to fruition, aren't we? It's getting to that stage of the race, and we can start to see where the boys are at, crunch the numbers, and get a rough idea. Good insight, obviously, with Mitch Haas, a bit of an in-car interview there, J-Man, giving us the heads up on how that car is fueled up and looking for the end of the race. So plenty to come yet, J-Man. We are lap 68 out of 100, and this is definitely shaping up to be a cracker finish. Nice one, Levi. John McDonald for the win.
Yeah, so JB currently sitting in P11.
JB? Yep,
P11, and
car's looking solid. He's been in the wars a little bit. I think the car's made some contact here and there, but
33 seconds off the lead. He's got some work to do.
But looking fantastic at the moment. Car looks great. And in a bit of fresh air, so he's just got a little bit of chance to breathe. Who is... So that's Ethan Cale coming up behind, and Jamie Kosa in front of him. So he's actually sitting in between those two boys. Actually, Kosa just coming up on Fotodo, Joe, man. And Alex
black flag.
Tazikas as well. Hey, Vaughan Martin.
He's in the pit lane. He's back in the pit lane. I think that will be effectively the third pit stop I think that he has made. Vaughan Martin, where is he? 2 stops currently in the pits.
So now we out of the back of Dazikis' car here, J-Man. Shane Fotodo tagged on the back of that is Jamie Kosa and looking for an overtake. Now these guys are fighting for position here, so there's no obligation for Shane Fotodo to step aside and allow Jamie past. There'll be no blue flag here, and so Shane.
He is a little more fuel sensitive towards those two as well. So, you know, the smart play, and Shane being the best of, I think, the early stoppers being that he came in on lap 36 as opposed to lap 34, would be to let those boys go, tag on, and maybe see if there's a podium on offer, depending on the fuel.
Kosa down into 3.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt there, J-Man. Yeah. Kosa thought that might... I think he just got out of that exchange there, Kosa. I thought he might have just thought he was a little aggressive down into 3 there. Has given that position back to Shane.
Yep.
It looked like a very orderly affair there between the two. Let's see if we can get a replay of this. Here we go. So Jamie, oh yeah, didn't look like he pulled that car up. He immediately gets out of the throttle here, even though he was past, and allows Shane to regain that position. Nice pickup from the replay boys there. So, and that battle continues, J-Man.
Yes,
oh, here we go. And does it continue with Jamie looking for that drive and really cutting back on the inside there. It looked like he got a little bit of oversteer. Really did affect his run. But he's really letting Shane know that he's got a quicker car than he has, by the looks of it. And Shane...
like I mentioned, Davo, this all plays into the guys up the front. You know,
it does.
It's always going to get harder the closer he gets to the front. And these guys on this early one-stop strategy are just not going to have a go. But look at the overlap already.
Into 3 again. Shane's just like, okay, I gotcha. You're quicker into that corner. Here you go. And lets him through. But nice work. Well executed. Great work from both drivers there, J-Man.
Yep.
Good, healthy respect out on track as we would expect. All these guys doing a stellar job. Jamie Kosa past Shane Fotodo. Where is it, J-Man? Where's the battle?
It's still raging on between Mitch Haas and Hayden Kirk, but Matt Pluck got a 13.2 second margin at the moment. And, you know, the more laps we clip down, the more belief he'll get on the fuel number, and then the more margin he's got to maybe roll out over the last couple. But look, the likes of Jamie Kosa and Ethan Carl won't be rolling out. They will be just absolutely quality laps from here on out. Once again, shout out to our sponsors and partners, GAMAFLARE, Supercars NZ, obviously Matchfit events, everybody involved to make this one happen. It has turned out in spectacular fashion. The racing has been up there with some of the best we've seen. The strategies at play, the laps are good. So we're loving it here on a Sunday Arvo.
Absolutely, J-Man. There's plenty of people in the background helping us put this all together, like you just mentioned. But the boys have delivered. I mean, the spectacle is here on the track. You know, we can put it all together, but you know, this is where all the action is, and these guys are delivering, J-Man, and it's been awesome to watch so far. And thank you, legends, all you viewers joining in. Hit us up in the chat box, and definitely don't forget to click the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If we've got a few new guys and new to Matchfit Entertainment viewers there, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and the notifications even, you know. Tell your mum about it. Tell your mum about it. Tell your brother, your sister, whoever. Your uncle, you know, the dodgy one. Tell him as well.
Tell the Sydney Harbour Master, mate. He probably cares too. But, hey, look, Tim Nash, John Carter, still going at it. That transpired post-pit stops, so obviously Carter... sorry.
So Nash passed, actually, yep. Carter there now.
Yeah, he got him in the pits. He actually got him in the pits. And this is Carter coming back at him.
So I would expect...
still remains with Hayden Kirk, Mitch Harsler. So there's a couple of really good close battles.
No surprise, no surprise. Yeah, look, from my observation, I think Carter might have the quicker car here at the moment. So it'll be interesting to watch that exchange as it moves on. Who else just... was Ethan Cale. Actually, he's chasing as well, so just past Shane Fodedo in the background. Can we get a replay? Yes, we can, ladies and gentlemen. Where does he execute it? In the same freaking corner as his mate Jamie Kosa. So both of those guys passed. And moving on, what we got going here on here?
Sorry, mate. Commiserations to Vaughan Martins. Retired that car, got a black flag in pit lane, and bit of a analogy from Vaughan is he would have gone 2 laps down, absolutely rooted after that race. You get no rest, so physical, like running a marathon around the clothesline. Beautifully put, Vaughan. Commiserations for that one, mate. And look, really appreciate the support that you gave to this series leading up to this one, and I hope you enjoyed the laps you did have out there today, mate.
For sure, for sure. And to answer Stewie's question, there is about 20 cars. I think we had 21 cars or something on track for the start of the race. So, very healthy field here. And the racing has been awesome with, what have we got? 1 retirement, did you say? There you go. So, nice work. Covers on Ethan Cale at the moment after dispatching Shane Fodedo. That is Paul Field in one of the hardcore racing, team racing cars there, just out of position, letting Ethan sneak on through there. He would have got a blue flag for that and gets it out of the way pretty quickly. J-Man. Let's just get back up the point here. We know Matthew Pluck out in front. We are not sure whether that car's going to run the distance. In first position might need to, but the battle is for second and third here. Hayden Kirk, Mitch Haas, J-Man. Now we did get Mitch on the mic a little earlier. He assures us that car's fuel to the end. He's currently sitting in third position. Be interesting to see whether Kirk's car can deliver the same fuel economy as Mitch's car. So definitely one to watch. I think that whole top three, that could shuffle. We just don't know yet. Good work. John Fillingham actually has slowly just been chipping away. Those VGA cars coming on strong towards the end of the race here. J-Man 4th and 6th respectively, with Mark Mudgway actually with a very up and down race, finding himself in 5th. And like we just mentioned, the second VGA car in 6th. Donnie Pittman, awesome stuff. Pete Dawson, up and down race in 7th. Alex Tazikas here in 8th. And Jamie Costa and Ethan Cale. Now, these two are on the march. So I would expect to see in the next, what have we got left, 25 odd laps, these guys to sneak their way up to, or I don't know, J-Man, 4th and 5th or something, maybe. Is that a stretch?
Look, it's definitely, 8/10 of a second off Tazikas is Kosa at the moment, so there's another one there. There's a pretty good air gap after the fact there, I think. Oh, hang on, give me a look here. I'll just see what the gaps are actually. Okay, yeah, so there's a bit of an air gap, so there's a bit to do. However, the cars you just mentioned, which was Fillingham and Pittman, both two cars that
Yep.
stopped on that lap 34. So done a good 40 to 41 laps now on that fuel load and those tyres. So they start getting some numbers heading towards the back 15 odd laps to see where these things are going to shake down.
And whether those boys need to stop.
Yeah, so I mean the pace is hot. You know, looking at these guys all still
Yep.
running in the good low 29s. You know, 29.5 for Pittman last lap round.
Yeah.
Fillingham also, he was like a 29.2. So
They haven't really backed off, have they?
Carter was good last lap round, 28.8. What have we got from the likes of Kosa? What did he run? Kosa ran a 28.2, so he is on the gas.
Yeah,
Trying to close
and
that margin down.
Kale with a 28.4.
Yeah.
So clearly on point, the two fastest cars on track at the moment.
Yeah. So we're going to get a read on it. The running is hot, and look, if they run this way to the end, I think it is going to be tight. You know, we saw. I'm just going to pick Jamie Kosa. He ran that car out, and he ran it out to lap 58. And you know, did he have a full tank? Did he stretch that thing out? We heard the number was more like 63 or something. We've had quotes of 70 odd laps on here. If it was 70, I think those guys would be pretty safe by way of 3 or 4 of those laps being run under safety car when they put it on yellow. But it's all speculation for us at the moment. And you know what? In the next, not so distant future, we're going to start seeing, and if we see one of those guys that stopped on lap 34 start to come in, then we know there's going to be trouble on the horizon for the front. Well, certainly for the front two. Mitch Haas stopped a lap later, lap 35, and then you got a bunch of cars in there on lap 34 as well. So, going to get interesting out there, Davo, very quickly. However, if it comes to fruition, you could argue that Matt Clark has absolutely nailed a strategy here, because without doubt,
Absolutely.
Jamie Kosa's pace out there today has been blistering.
Yeah, but if Pluck has crunched the numbers right, like you said, he's in the box seat here. The car's looking strong. It's been quick all race, not, you know, to the same level as Kosa and even possibly Kale, but nonetheless, hasn't set a foot wrong, you know, like, and looks strong all race. Is that car fueled up? That is the telling question. Also, him and his teammate Kirk, who's running in second. These guys, what a team effort so far, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. They have really represented super strongly, and yeah, would love to see more of those guys maybe on the next event turned up, because look, the team representation here has been fantastic.
It's solid,
today.
isn't it?
We look at Mudgeway and McAdoe and Co and McDonald. They ran strong early in the piece. Margeway still running incredibly strong, sitting P5 at the moment. He stopped on lap 35, so he's in the same boat as Mitch Haas, with potentially just a little more fuel than maybe the guys in front of him. So if it's going to get tight, he could be in a spot here. And then, like I say, we go back to Pete Dawson, lap 35, he stopped, and then 58 for Kosa. He has got plenty of juice to go the distance.
So yeah, talk about team cars. Paul Field in one of the hardcore race team cars. Good team effort from those boys as well. We've obviously got the VGA boys. Solid team effort, J-Man. The VGA boys. Yes. Donnie Pittman and John Fillingham. Awesome. A bunch of guys over there at Veteran Gaming Australia. The hardcore boys, like I just mentioned. Oh, then the 777 boys. I mean, you can't... Mitch Haas being one of those 777 cars there, J-Man. So, yeah, top turnout from those boys. I think there was three cars in the field from those guys. So, emblazoned with the ASR and Z community banners there as well. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary as a community in New Zealand sim racing community. So awesome stuff for them, and good to see them represented as we just see Haas tag the back of Kirk.
Yeah.
Kirk gets the thing back on track. Haas will clearly, gentlemanly like, redress this situation without a doubt, and hope that the stewards were at the fridge grabbing another beer when that all went down on screen. But we will soon find out. So now a little bit of drama, J-Man, what has been very orderly over the last, half an hour or so. The pace has been hot, but the racing's so clean, we haven't seen a lot of drama since the safety car.
Yeah, and it's just it's closed the pack up a little bit there with Fillingham and Mudgeway as well. So
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they would have been rubbing their hands together. Fillingham doing a stunning job, actually. He, I think, ran behind his teammate, Donny, for a lot of the race there. But now leading out of the two there. And, it can clearly see Mitch Haas in front of him now.
yeah,
So even now, look, we're talking 20 laps to the end
no
of the race.
further action on that incident, Davo.
Sorry?
No further action on that incident.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. It's...
Race control just weighed in on that.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Very nice. Thank you to the boys, the Supercar NZ boys, putting their hands up to run. Live stewarding race control here.
And done a fantastic job as well.
Absolutely.
On the action straight away.
Very clear in the decision making, and it all has been so fair. To be honest, they haven't had a lot to do, J-Man.
No, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
And it's a testament to all the boys out here on track, of course. All such clean and good, respectful stuff.
So as we approach the 2 hour mark here of racing, 80 laps in the bank, 20 left to go. We do have Matt Pluck leading this one by around 20 odd seconds over Hayden Kirk, Mitch Haas. Obviously some alternate strategies going on. The big question, are they good on fuel? Is it going to come back to the likes of Jamie Kosa and Ethan Kale opting to stop under green flag conditions, as opposed to the guys I've just mentioned ahead who went in under a safety car? It is all yet to unfold. And
it is. This pack is still so very close together. Pete Dawson in 7th position.
And Nash.
He is not that far behind these boys up the pointy end. I mean, Pluck's got a little bit of a gap. But Kosa coming hot, man. He's like in the 8th already.
Yep.
And he's just hitting the numbers, mate. 28.05, 0.805. Jeebus.
Yeah. Super quick.
That was his last lap. Damn.
Yeah, he is definitely on the gas, and he's got
a 27.7 under his belt in the race. Wow. But out the front, Matthew Pluck, masterclass so far. J-Man with a little under 20 laps to go. Like I said, just over the 2 hour mark here in the Winter 300. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this, what has been a spectacle so far. It's been awesome. These guys got a lot to play for. Big prize pool for the boys that are turned up here today to rip around for a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon, and for you guys tuning in to Matchfit Entertainment and going in the draw. You guys are the winners. Going into the draw. I'd love one of these things to win a Mazda R3 bundle. We will be spinning a wheel at the end of the broadcast. So, got to hit us up in the chat box. We are taking everybody's names down. We will random draw it. You have to be there after the post-race interviews to pipe up and say yes if your name is called out. If you do not say yes, we will just spin it again. Somebody else was going to win it. But yeah, awesome prizes, guys. As we get back to the action, J-Man.
And drivers-wise, Davo, what has
Yes.
Matt Lark, Hayden Kirk, and Mitch Haas got themselves in store for if it finishes
Absolutely.
this way?
What have they got? Oh, good question. Sorry, Jamie. I was distracted. Yes, good question. Let me click the right buttons and I will tell you. I will tell you.
I figured you'd have a graphic for it. Sorry, mate.
No, I don't. Yeah, so there's $300 for the winner, and obviously awesome trophy with their name on it, and I think a cap, and we'll probably throw in a shirt. It's a whole bunch of merch and stuff. But $300 for first, seconds 200, thirds 150, and then from fourth to 10th, all get $50.
Good stuff,
Everybody gets a dip in, and the top three obviously get the lion's share because they did all the hard work. But yeah, everybody's down to 10th position is a winner there, J-Man, and the viewers. We've got to remember them. Hit us up in the chat box to go in the draw. Draw closes at the drop of the checker flag. Back to the action, J-Man. Who are we watching?
Mitch Haas still just really trying to unlock this puzzle here of Hayden Kirk. And look, I'm not sure if these guys have found each other out on track in the iRacing fields before, but I tell you what, if they don't know each other, they do now, because they've spent a fair portion of this time together out there on track. And look, they both raced beautifully. A little bit of an incident not so many laps ago, however, readdressed out on track by Mitch, and they play on. They have got John Fillingham and Mark Mudgeway in the background, as I just saw Mudgeway just get incredibly loose off of 12, so he's pushing hard. He knows what's at stake here, and with the option of having maybe a lap better in the tank over John Fillingham as far as, you know, pit time and fuel, he's going to press on pretty hard. But yeah, it's pretty much Mitch Haas, and then I did see Jamie Kosa really closing the gap down on Pete Dawson.
Kosa's coming in hot, J-Man. We just rattled off a couple of his tops there earlier. I think a couple of laps ago he was doing 27 zeros, but he's got 28 zeros, but he's got 27 at this stage of the race. 27.7 though on for his best lap. So clearly the fastest man out on track, and he's coming in hot. Pete Dawson, ever the gentleman. I suspect we'll let Jamie through without too much resistance, just knowing Peter so well. And then he's got the likes of Pittman, Mudgeway and Fillingham, and I just think after 2 hours of watching these boys circulating, that Kosa's easily gonna work his way through those boys, and I thought he would land in about 5th position at least by the end of this race. So I don't think that's too much of a stretch for Kosa.
No, I don't think so.
So interesting stuff.
John Carter back in 13th, obviously.
Struggling.
Yeah, pace is still good. Last lap round was a 28.6, so pace is still good. It just unfolded post pit stops there for JC. McDonald.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Just picking up a replay of Matthew Pluck turning the car out of 3. Unforced, okay. Nash. Was that Nash?
Okay, he lost 10 seconds of it.
So a couple of out of position cars just running past. No, just one Nash running past him, but Nick McIndoe tucking in behind. So there you go, Pluck. Unforced error, should I say. J-Man, how much do you think he lost there? 10 seconds?
Yeah, I think potentially we'll get a read on it shortly. But I thought he was...
Still got a good gap, hasn't he?
He's still got 10.3 seconds over Hayden Kirk. So maybe it wasn't quite that much. We'll get a read on this lap time as he comes across the line, just to see what sort of lap time it ran. The previous one was a 28.8, and this one here has come through at a 39.8. So exactly, it was 11 seconds.
Oh, look at these two, Kirk and Haas. Looking for a bit of draft from Haas there.
Air time.
Kirk's trying to, well, talk about airtime, all right. Oh, look at this.
He's got a
Big,
run down
big.
3.
Yeah, I think Kirk got a bad bounce.
He's not going to give it
Oh,
away easily.
oh,
They have to go the long way round
slip.
or turn 5. Yeah.
So Haas
So
getting
there you
it
go.
done.
Haas gets it done into P2. That's a long work on that one there. He's put the labour into that.
Yeah, man, that was good.
And Jamie Kosa goes off a track. I just saw that.
So we're just
What
going
was
to
that
replay
about?
of this little exchange there. You can see Kirk get that awkward exit off 2. They run into 3. Haas is on the outside, so he's making it live there, J-Man. That's what you got to do here. In the replay here, he's holding it, and he holds it again.
Yeah.
And
And
Kirk,
then sweep across to take the optimum line. That was critical as well, just to know that spatial awareness where his car was placed, just to take that line away. He didn't want to turn up shallow to turn 6. G'day, Wayne. Cheers for tuning in. Yeah, so still looking good out there. And obviously, like I just mentioned, that little bit of a, maybe an off track there from Jamie Kosa. He's just pushing hard, and he's got to Pete Dawson, and it's, like I said, every position you get up the field when you're coming back through just gets a little harder.
yeah,
See if
absolutely.
you can set him up here through 1, 2, in and out.
Just watch him in 3 here, J-Man. And this is where we've seen most of the overtaking in the race. And it's the entry in here. Awkward bounce out of 2 there for Kosa. But the aggression, we saw it with Pluck as well. These guys super aggressive, but clinical in the way they deliver it. It's just unbelievable.
He gets the run.
And he holds it outside.
Yeah, beautiful. Just the confidence to have the car out there.
Yeah, perfect stuff. Dawson, obviously, spatial awareness. These guys, you've got to give both of them credit here. So, what a pass, J-Man. Classic stuff.
So Ethan
Good enough to get a replay of. So. Sorry to drop. J-Man, where are we at?
No, just got my eyes on the 51 car. He's starting to catch up to, obviously, a little bit of lap traffic. So he has got, that does look like Tim Nash in the crosshairs. So Tim Nash currently sitting, just trying to see where Tim Nash is in the field. Okay, he is 14th. So this is Matt Pluck lapping up through to P14.
So we just get out of the back of Timmy's car here, J-Man. Just watch the leader here. Tim will be getting a blue flag here, but Matthew Pluck looking for the overtake on Nash here, obviously. So, Pluck lapping Tim Nash in 14th there, J-Man.
Yep.
With, what are we up to? About 13 laps to go. 12, to be precise, as he rolls across the line. Yeah, awesome stuff. Masterclass so far from Matthew Pluck. He has definitely got the numbers right on this one. So looking strong as we head down to the back end of this race, J-Man.
Yes.
Mitch House actually making a bit of ground on Kirk since he got past 2, just quietly.
Yeah, actually is. So what's he, 11, 10.9 to, yeah, 11 seconds off. So just need to probably keep our eye over the next 12 laps on these cars and see if we see any sign at all of them starting to try and maybe make fuel. But no sign of it at the moment. We'll keep an eye on the lap times. Last lap round for Matt Pluck, 1:28.3, a 28.2 for Mitch Haas, 29.2 for Hayden Kirk, 28.1 for Jamie Kosa. So heaps of pace there, and obviously John Carter on the gas as well. Now just seeing that thing just wick up a good lap time with the 28.6.
Yeah, so these guys still working. It has been like a sprint race, hasn't it, Jay? We've been very busy on the mics. So yeah, plenty going on, and still looks like there's still plenty to come. There's a little bit of a gap between the leaders at the moment. Pluck away, but still with a 10-second lead on Mitch Haas, and Mitch Haas, once past Hayden Kirk, has actually just opened up a little bit of a gap as well. Just a bit of a buffer zone.
Yep.
Haas keeping it clean though. Kirk doing well. So that is your top three at the moment. Matthew Pluck, Mitch Haas, Hayden Kirk. Instead, John Fillingham, like I mentioned earlier, it's just kept his nose clean. Been running, pretty much flying in formation with his teammate most of the race. But now Donny slipping back a little bit. But yeah, good to see him in fourth position at this end of the race. So let's hope he has got that fuel strategy right, J-Man.
So
as you mentioned,
there? Jamie Kosa and Don Pittman
on the outside in the marble.
Yeah. He'll have, if he can have the overlap here, he'll have the rights down to the left-hander. I think Pittman's still got it.
Pittman covered. Pittman definitely covered. Pittman, the front of Pittman's car looks a little slightly damaged on the bottom
Over
of the
under
splitter.
here.
Oh yeah.
Over under.
Kosa so strong here as well on the inside. Easily gets it done. Yep. So good clean pass.
Yeah, nice clean pass. Puts himself up to P6. Next on the list will be Mark Mudgway, who's had a fantastic race for a late entry. Very, very late entry. And turned up and has put a good performance on. Like we mentioned, this guy actually steers one of these things in real life with John McDonald. So probably feeling quite at home. Not quite an M2, but still a BMW nonetheless.
Just getting a little bit of a replay in there. Actually, I think that was Ethan Kale past Alex Tzickas there. J-Man.
10 to go.
10 laps to go. We're winding down.
Go, Davo.
Still run home.
Still holding 10.5 seconds over Mitchy Haas. Mitch Haas driven a little bit away from Hayden Kirk after he got that job done. And then John Fillingham, like you mentioned, in fourth, is around about another 3.5 to 3.6 seconds back from that. So starting to get towards the back end now. All the hard work's been done. It'll be just down to strategy now. Have these things got enough fuel? We haven't seen any of the front guys blink, and we know that Pluck stopped on lap 34, Haas 35, Kurt 34, Fillingham 34, Mudgway 35, and then we go to Kosa, lap 58, split this one. It's going for the safe option under green flag conditions. Is that going to cost him the overall victory, or is there still a sting in the tail?
Oh man,
those guys too, stopping on lap 34, they are asking a lot out of this tyre. The pace is still there. Pluck still with a 28.9 last lap round. Haas with a 29.0. None of them matching the lower numbers of Jamie Kosa though. He's continuously banked lower numbers in the 28. Was a 28.6 last lap round. So
yeah.
It's only about 2 to 3 tenths off the back of Mark Mudgway now, Kosa. So has a big look down the inside to turn 11. Thinks better of it. Pulls back in. Oh, Mudgway runs deep It's a gimme
it
for
just
Jamie Kosa up to P5.
sneaks it on through there.
He might pluck this one out the bag. You're right there, Racecraft.
You're right.
Throwing the car over the curbs now is Jamie Kosa. Shades of the supercars at the beach chicane at the moment. He is absolutely throwing it all out there.
Wasn't it what?
It's a 28.99, getting closer to the 29 bracket now for Pluck and Haas. Starting to fall into the deep eights. What is the margin? 4.2 seconds up the road is John Fillingham for Jamie Kosa. Probably around about 7.5 laps to run, 7.25 now, as we see Matt Pluck cross the line to complete that lap. So lap 93 done and dusted in the books out of 100.
So yeah,
Tim Nash hanging on in the back of shot after he got through as well. So
yeah, so Nashi, yeah, just hanging in there. Given the pace of Pluck throughout the race so far, not a bad effort from Nashi just to tag on to the back of that. Maybe take a couple of lessons, J-Man.
yeah. Speaking of lessons, John Carter right on the back of Shane Fodderdo now for P12 and 13. So had a good look down to 11. Shane just closed the door there.
These guys know each other well. Work together at ASRNZ. And plenty of respect. Oh, I think Carter's got Shane's measure here, eh? If he can just hook it up.
He's looking for it.
Yeah. Awesome to watch that. These guys flicked it around.
He's Sean tuning into the broadcast. He's had a relatively quiet day, which I'm sure he'll appreciate. Done a great job too with the calls, I feel. Kosa now, what's he got the gap down to? 2.6 seconds now to Fillingham. 10.2 still the margin at the top. Mitch Haas to Matt Pluck.
Hits the curb so hard to 1 and 2. It just makes my teeth rattle just watching it. Oh my God.
He's not leaving anything out there.
And it just does it. It looks awful, but it just does it. I can't believe it. And I've talked to a few other boys about those bloody curbs throughout the week, and they all said, no, we just stay off them as much as we can. But there you go.
Thank you, Yucko. Can we get an in-car from Matt Pluck for just maybe a lap? I just want to see if these guys are having to deal with any sunstrike now. It's starting to get pretty late in the day, and just picking up some good sheen there on the cars, and wondering if they're just dealing with a bit of sunstrike anywhere on this lap.
So perfect timing as Pluck rolls a little bit in the final corner there. Yeah, rolls around the final corner there across the start finish line. Looks like the sun sets to the left of him there. And most of it, so he'd be getting a little bit of sunstrike just about every hairpin down here.
Yeah.
See the wheel work there, smooth, but plenty of very small adjustments. So looks busy, but you look at the attitude of the car, very smooth.
So it's the first time I've seen that gap come under 10 seconds, so 9.7. Last lap, that round was a 29.0 versus Haas's 28.6.
Yeah, nice work from Matthew. But well, Matthew, Mitch, and Hayden alike. All those boys, the top three, stellar job. Mitch not that far behind. Pluck, like you said,
There's a
that
move
gap come
now.
down.
Kosa, sorry, Davo. Kosa filling him. Kosa looking for the outside down into 11. Gets it done. Just got the drive. Kosa on the move up to P4. 5 to go. 4 to go, sorry. Can see Kirk up in the distance, but that is some 4.3 seconds up the road. Matt Pluck in the box seat at the moment, barring some fuel issues. He's got a handle on this one at the moment.
Oh, definitely, J-Man. I mean, the only question...
4 though at the top plays a 28.7, so has he gone into conservation mode already? Because we're seeing it start
the time's dropping off, yeah. Well, that's the driving's been impeccable. So it would only be a fuel issue, wouldn't it, to slow that car down. Literally unscathed. Apart from the bug and rubber splatter all over it. Still immaculate car there, undamaged. So Matthew Pluck with less than 5 laps to go.
Filthy.
It does look filthy, doesn't it? It's awful.
Absolutely. Yeah, that thing's been tucked up in behind most of the race, in behind a car though, so not surprisingly. It goes all the way back down to the rear quarters.
Yeah, Rich is, like, anything that's got a bit of white on it, it just looks terrible. It's Jamie Kosa in the background. We can see, look, there is Hayden Kirk across the start finish line. There is Jamie Kosa across the start finish line. J-Man, how close are those two?
3.8 now. It was 4.3 last time I mentioned. So, is there
Can he get a
podium
podium
on the hunt? Is
wow.
Only effectively from where Matt Pluck is on track right now. There's probably 2.5 laps left to go. Kosa came across with a 28.1 versus a 29.1, so he was a second faster. 2.5 laps to go. The margin is 3.5 seconds.
Oh, and at the rate he's driving, watch that pitch up very quickly. Matthew Pluck just navigating through some lap traffic as we get towards the last final couple of laps in the race, so we'd expect a little bit of lap traffic around. Mitch Haas also navigating. It's actually Nick Bacado, he just snuck past, and Hayden Kirk as well, all in lap traffic. Jamie's going to have to deal with this as well. I suppose maybe the lap traffic, they just think, okay, there's 1, there's 2, there's 6. Okay, they sort of get used to it and just get out of the bloody way. Who knows whether Jamie will get a cleaner run through. With only a couple of laps to go, can he chase down Hayden Kirk, though, a J-Man, to snag a podium position? Wow. Who would have thunk it that it was going to come this close?
Yeah. 29.1 last that round for Matt Pluck, so I think he's fueled. I think he's good to go. Otherwise, I think we would have seen that 9.4 second margin drop out sooner than this. And he got about a lap and a half left to go in this one. It'll come down to what is the gap now. Kosa to Kirk is 2.8 seconds now. So what did that look like? 29.1 plays a 28.4 last lap around. He can see him. They're in the same vicinity on the racetrack.
Yeah, oh, what a chase. The Pluck, Ethan Carpass, Pittman in the background as well. I think
no front. Nothing on the front of that car. Is there damage
Pittman?
on the Pittman car?
Yeah. Oh, massive damage on the Pittman car, actually. The wheel that car is in the wall, J-Man, in the sandpit. He's trying to get that thing home. No such problem for Mr. Pluck here, Matthew Pluck. Across the line. Lap 90.
Oh, Mark Mudray with the meatball flag and Don Pittman. So they both must have got into something there. As we see Matt Pluck now, what are we, lap 99 of 100 coming round. He's still got 9.2 seconds margin over Mitch Haas. Where is Jamie Kosa? Is he going to manage to get himself on the podium?
Yeah,
he's 2 seconds
not,
off now.
He's not going to get himself on the podium, but damn, what a fight he's put up
So
to
Matt
try.
Pluck, take a bow. I think he's played this one fantastic with going in under safety car. As we see, I think that's Alex in the pit lane for that damage. Same with there was another one, but yeah, Matt Pluck. Just trying to pick up on my data where he is. Okay, he's heading up to turn 11.
Turn 11. Matthew Pluck. Stellar job here, J-Man. Final lap now in the Winton. In the Winton 300. It has been friggin' awesome. Pluck takes it away. This gives Haas, should I say Kosa, just that another 3 kilometres to try and reel in.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds.
Kosa, so close. But yeah, Mitch Haas, solid effort after getting past, or sneaking past Hayden Kirk and making a little bit of a gap there, make his life a little bit easier. Hayden Kirk holding down a solid 3rd position, mind, until now. And now he has Jamie Kosa on his way and giving it a red hot crack. Will he reach him? I doubt it, J-Man, even with another, what is it, about a kilometre or so up his sleeve. Matthew Pluck, however, is definitely going to take out this race here. The first ever Matchfit Events Winton 300. First ever Matchfit Events iRacing event. Proudly sport to you by Matchfit Entertainment and sponsored by the awesome people at GAMAFLARE, bringing you heaps of cool stuff and prize money as we watch Matty Pluck cross the line.
Beautiful drive from Matt Pluck.
To win the Winton 300. J-Man, golf claps all around. Mitch Haas, stellar job in the 777. 771. Hayden Kirk in the other KSR car, and Jamie Kosa with a fight of his life in the Lego Techniques car. Don Fillingham across the line in 5th, Pete Dawson in 6th, Ethan Cale in 7th, Alex Tazikas running the final corner for 8th position.
So after 2 hours, 30 minutes and 56 seconds, that is Matt Pluck to the race victory. Like you mentioned, over Mitch Haas, over Hayden Kirk, and Jamie Kosa with a strong drive through for 4th. Fantastic result. Everybody on the lead lap right up to P11, Shane Fodderdo. He had a great drive in the end. Tim Nash out there in 12th. Pittman, McIndoe, Shields, Field, Hawkins, Mudgway, Martin, Smith. Very, very good drive. Very, very good event. No doubt, Davo, you've got a bit of work to do to sort out this wheel. So I might take the opportunity right now to see if I can organise effectively this this driver interview situation. So who have we got?
Interview situation, that's right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the last car across the line in Shane Fodderdo. Draw for the viewer giveaway is now closed, ladies and gentlemen. You guys will have to stick around if you do want to win a freaking Mozza free package bundle thingy. Wheel base, and pedals. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to stick around till the post-race interviews have finished. So, if you hear your name called, if you watch the wheel spin and it lands on your name, you must type in the chat box the word yes if you are here to win this prize. Or we'll just spin it again. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. J-Man, do we have anyone to interview, my friend?
Yeah, we look like we do have guys starting to turn up. We do have Mitch Haas there from P2, so I'm just hoping that Hayden Kirk maybe tunes in and jumps into the waiting room.
That would be awesome.
I'll just hang on a sec. I'll just jump up here. Give us a second.
So as you can see there on screen, these drivers have been playing for, well, a freaking cool trophy, obviously, and a $1,000 prize pool to be spread across the top 10. So what better reason, other than just coming and ripping around at Winton for a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon, but what better reason to jump in the rig and come and join the Matchfit boys for what is a pretty cool event and our first ever iRacing event. J-Man,
So,
yes.
mate, welcome to the Hot Box. We do have Hayden Kirk in here. Just raced a fantastic race in around 2.5 hours worth of hard pedaling and hard battling as well with the likes of Mitch Haas for a podium spot here at the inaugural Matchfit Events and Entertainment Winton 300, mate. Tell me, how are you spent? Or just unclick that mute button there, buddy, if you can. He's probably trying to talk to us, but he's got a mute on. Here he comes.
We're getting it. We're getting it. And it's it is worth waiting for. It is definitely worth waiting for.
Look, I just, I'm not sure if you picked up on the question, but I'll just revisit it, mate. Fantastic battle right through that race. Played a cool hand with that pit strategy under yellow. Had a great battle with Mitch Haas, but come home for a very, very solid P3, mate. Are you happy with the efforts? And tell me, how much energy did that require?
Yeah, I'm sweaty as. So it was. I don't think I had a car less than 0.5 in front of me or behind me the whole time. Mitch drove really well. We had a week come together. I know he had pace on me, but he would have got me eventually. It was just there was a fella that pitted late. He was mad fast, so we were just trying to damage limitation to him. But what a race! That was a lot of fun. Fun car to drive, hard car to pass, but fun to drive.
Yeah, look, fantastic, mate. Like, we did see that, you know, you guys were running, it almost seemed like there was an agreement just to stay in the rhythm and stay in the fight there for a bit because, you know, there was a fair portion of time that no one was really looking for the over-under. It looked like you were just banking the laps early. And it started from the get-go too, Hayden, yourself, in the hunt.
Yeah, we just tried to find a rhythm pretty quickly. I didn't get a very good start. I got swallowed up pretty quickly, and then a few guys got by. So I just tried to, get 1 or 2 spots back. But then I think there were a few guys that were on my bumper that were pretty fast. So once one got through, I was just happy to let them tail and follow them through. And just, I don't know, there wasn't too much carnage, but I think strategy caught a couple out, which probably helped. I maybe had pace for top 5, but definitely not for podium.
Yeah, and I've got to ask the question, mate. How tight were you on fuel at the back end?
I had 10 laps left, so fuel was good. Yeah, no, it was with this pretty hard car to save fuel with no clutch as well. But we were just really worried about tires, so we weren't pushing very hard from about that safety car till the end. And even then, there was some guys that were probably closing us in pretty quickly that had better tire than we had. But yeah, glad to come home with a podium for sure.
Yeah, well, look, mate, fantastic drive. You started, I think P4 by memory. I think it was P4, so it was started with a great qualifying, and then you were, look, mate, you held on to that position for a fair portion of the fight. So well done to you, mate. And I think Davo probably add into this. So you got some stuff coming your way. What can Hayden expect from P3, Davo? you're still there.
Yeah. Yes, I am still here. Good question. Good question, and congratulations, my friend. A top effort. For P3, yeah, $150. Uh,
Good Sunday afternoon.
Oh, how
my
good.
friend. So you get but it's all about the freaking awesome trophy you're going to get with your name on it. Obviously, to keep on your shelf and celebrate it. We'll probably throw in a free shirt. I think you get a free hat as well. There's a small bundle of merch and $150,
Yeah.
mate. And obviously bragging rights. All that stuff, all the good stuff. So,
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks very much, you guys, at Matchfit Entertainment. I've been racing iRacing for about 15 years, and this is the first actual trophy, so
Good stuff.
that's pretty cool.
We're proud to hand it to you, mate, and make
We
sure
are.
you drop us a DM with your details so we can get that stuff in the mail and in the bank, mate.
Yeah.
And hey, look, congratulations, well deserved, and a hard fought third place, mate. Like, yeah, I think maybe we need to hear from you guys, see if this one needs to be on the annual calendar.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep it out. I see you guys run a few bit of different things. So from what I've seen, and the racing was really awesome, and just general good bunch of people. So that's what we look for when we go racing. And the extras is just a bonus. So
That's
thanks
it.
very much. And also we have KSR and Speed Nation on the car. So shout outs to those guys. They
Yeah,
keep us
Absolutely.
running too.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys got plenty of air tonight, mate.
Yeah.
We can see where you're coming from. So,
I
yeah,
look
no,
forward
it's
to
great.
watching the broadcast.
Hey, look, and it's great to have you guys on board. So, yeah, awesome
Yeah.
stuff. So, congrats.
Appreciate you, Hayden. Awesome job, mate. Well done. And probably, maybe take a shower, bud. You probably deserve it.
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks very much, guys.
Awesome, mate. Thank you. So that
Thank
was
you.
Hayden Kirk from
Awesome.
KSR out of P3.
Absolutely.
So,
Taken away third prize there, J Man. Like I said, awesome trophy, $150, a little bit of merch thrown in, all care of GAMAFLARE sim
Yeah.
racing. So yeah, big thanks, a big shout out to our sponsors there. That's just kicking things off. What do we got? Who we got next?
Okay, so next one, and this guy, mate, other than the fact that he probably needs a shout too because he worked for that P2, Mitch Haas,
On the Chas.
with potentially the dirtiest car that I've seen out there at the end of that race. You got us on comms, mate.
G'day, yeah, hey, how's it going?
Woo, mate, I tell you what, I bet I'm
Nice
fresher
work.
than you are, but well done on a P2, mate. That was a fantastic drive. Such an awesome battle with so many guys out there, but especially Hayden Kirk through the 3/4 way mark of that. A little bit of contact there, a little bit of a touch up, and nice readdress. But give us your thoughts overall on that race and some high points and low points, mate.
Yeah, well, oh, fuck yeah, I'm filthy. I had to unstick my shirt from under my fat guts and it was all wet, so that was nice.
Yep.
Way too much detail. Go.
Some good detail. Carry on.
But yeah, no, I mean that was brutal. I had him. I was fucking freaking out. I was like,
Yeah.
I knew it was my fault, so I tried to reduce straight away, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I hope I don't cope a penalty for this, 'cause I can't afford it. But
Yep.
I was stoked that I didn't, and yeah, the risky rejoin as well. It was maybe a bit dodge, but it's all fucking in the heat of the moment, just going for it. But it was bloody
Yeah.
good fun. The first hour and a half was death, but then that last hour was like it just flew by. And
Yeah.
I wish I was a bit closer to Matthew, because we were about
Yeah.
the same pace, but
Yeah.
just pit stops and all that, it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, no, it looked fantastic. And I said to Kirky, I said, mate, it looked very much like in the opening phase that there was just so much discipline throughout the field, especially you front guys. You had about a 5-car pack that were running, and it looked like no one was throwing any Hail Marys or anything. You were literally just getting into it, getting in the groove, and just playing the long game. It looked like a bunch of real experienced sim racers out there because there wasn't anything too erratic going on. It was literally just like, it was almost like watching a Bathurst race where, look, you're not going to win it in the first hour.
Yeah, it definitely felt like that a bit. It definitely got hard though in those with the hairpin complex. So like everyone's trying a different line, and you can't tell where someone's going to break. It's a real tricky track for that. And once his tires started falling off, it got real. Like we were all fucking crossing over each other. But
Yeah. We could tell.
yeah.
It was great to
Well,
watch, mate.
Yeah, a fantastic race, mate, for all but every bit of 2.5 hours from yourself and everybody else out there. It was a fantastic race. You've now put yourself in the record books. You've got a trophy coming. I believe you've got what's second position? $200.
$200, second position. You have just won, Mitch House, for coming second in the Winter 300. Sorry, I had to say that. $200. Yes, 200 Davo dollars. You can spend them. It is legal currency. A friggin' awesome trophy with a little bit of merch thrown in. I think you get a hat, and we're going to chuck in a Matchfit Entertainment shirt if you don't already have one. Well, now you do.
Bloody hell!
So,
Oh, what a prize! That's awesome. I fucking Mrs. always saying if I need to win some fucking money because I've spent so much bloody money on this shit. So that's good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It was probably only ashtray change when it comes in perspective.
Trophy's going to be sick though. Stoked about that.
Couple of $100. Yeah, that's okay. But the trophy's awesome. The pictures are in the graphics, and they are pretty cool, mate. So you'll love to put that on the mat, and you get bragging rights, of course.
Oh yeah.
And that's what counts.
A shout out to you too, Mitch. Obviously, we got some great sponsors on board with the likes of GAMAFLARE and Supercars NZ and Matchfit Entertainment. But shout out to you as well for the weeks leading up to this on tutoring us with some of the iRacing stuff as well, mate. It's been much appreciated, and appreciate all the support that you give us leading up to this one and this one as well, mate. Yep.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks for putting it on. It's been great. Cheers.
Yeah, you're welcome. There you go. Mitch Haas from a well-earned P2 here at the Winton 300 gets that job done. But cometh the man, cometh the minute, the hour, whatever you like to, or 2.5 hours. We will welcome Matt Pluck down to the comms box. Currently got his mic on mute, so I'll just pump his tires up a little bit. This guy played his hand and went in under safety car and absolutely nailed the strategy. But not only that, nailed the race run as well, because he was banking low 29s at the back end. Bill, okay, Matt Pluck, you've got us on comms. You can hear us.
Matthew Pluck, get that mic turned on, brother.
Just trying to work out that mic. These guys not probably familiar to a little bit of a driver.
Post-race interviews.
Yeah.
These guys are just getting used to it.
I heard you before.
We love this stuff.
I heard you before.
I need to talk to this man. We got to give him some stuff too. So, and like I said, J-Man, pump the tires up, and
Yeah. So Matt Pluck, So KSR, another one of the KSR cars, well represented. Yeah, we've got you, buddy. Mate, I don't know if you could hear us. We've just given you an intro and pumped your tires up a little bit. What a beautiful drive. Give us a bit of insight to that race from your point of view.
Yeah, cheers, guys. I don't have push to talk set up, and this channel's push to talk only, so I had to quickly actually my keybinds and map something up.
Okay, we'll sort that out.
We're keeping you on your toes even after the race, bro.
Yeah, I reckon. That's cool. It's a real good event. The start was hectic because I think it was Jamie on pole in front of me. He jumped and installed. I got boxed in behind him and went down to 7th.
Yeah, we saw that.
And I was like, man, I got to try and make this time back up. I managed to get back through, but I absolutely killed my tyres. So I was hanging on by the whatever streams I had left. So that safety car came out a good time, probably a couple laps earlier than I would have liked because she was pretty tight. But we managed to kind of stretch it out, and I was just driving to a number to the end pretty much, and I think I finished with about 2 or 3 litres left of the tank.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, because we heard Hayden, certainly he had around 10 laps left in there. So he obviously, a little bit different on the fuel loads and stuff. But, mate, what a fantastic drive. It did see a little bit of a moment. I think Davo might have picked it up on the replay late in the piece, and it cost you about 11.3 seconds.
I was really hoping you guys didn't see that, eh?
We catch most things, Matt. For sure.
We got the replay too. So.
I was driving to a number, right? So I was only at 80% the whole time. I was nowhere near the limit. But obviously, as the fuel came off the tire dig in these is massive. So even though I was kind of driving to not at the limit each lap, the tire dig obviously got to a point where I was now at the limit. I wasn't expecting to be. And it just caught me off guard. And if you've driven these cars before, as soon as you get loose, you just can't save it. So I was just on a passenger. So just trying to get back facing the right way, and there's a couple of lap cars coming past, so I had to try and pick the gap and not get in their way either.
Well, look, mate, it was an absolutely outstanding drive, and I get the
Absolutely.
feeling you're no stranger to the winning circle. But look, on what was a 2.5 hour race and was going to require some serious concentration. I said to the two boys before you, it looked pretty much, I wouldn't say a procession, but that first hour and a half, so much discipline throughout the field, yourself included, having to come back from losing those the start. We get to witness a fair bit of racing, and that was some of the finest racing we've seen in a while. And respective guys played the long game, yourself included, put yourself in a position to just bring it on home with such a solid commanding lead at the end. Did it feel like that at the start, just a matter of being a bit patient and just letting it all come to you, Matt?
Nah, not at all. I was pushing way too hard. And credit to, I think it was Jonathan, who's in P3 or P2 for a while.
Yep.
He was just positioning his car really well that he couldn't get a run on him or get alongside. And
Yep.
myself and Hayden and Mitch were all trying different lines and trying over and unders and just trying to get a bit of a run in them. But man, these cars are, I won't say they're hard to pass, but if the guy in front puts his car in the right place, it's really hard to get a run on them. So it was really good racing. It might have looked a bit like a procession on the broadcast, but mate, behind the wheel, we were all throwing at it pretty hard.
Well,
so,
it sort of did and it didn't.
Yeah. It
To the layman, it probably looked like it, but what we knew how hard you guys were working to keep that train so tight. It was amazing. It was very spectacular to watch, I reckon. Jay.
Yeah, so in that first stint, I think it was 34 odd laps when the safety car came out. I used more tyre than I did in that whole second stint. So that gives you an idea of how much harder I was kind of pushing in that first half of the race.
Yeah, right. Nice. Oh, well, mate, look, we're absolutely stoked for you. You've put yourself in the record books. You've got a beautiful trophy. I'm not sure if you've seen the trophies, but got an absolutely stunning trophy coming your way. And taking out the top spot, what was that, $300, Davo?
Oh, yes. Prizes. You get 300
and some merch.
Yes, so $300 for winning. Obviously, bragging rights. We've got to start with that.
Yeah.
But like J-Man said, you're probably no stranger to the podium, so you probably won some races before. So you got bragging rights, $300. You get a freaking awesome cup with your name on it. Very nice medal trophy, and some merch thrown in. I think we get a bit of Winter 300 merch in a hat, and J-Man and I will chuck in one of our Matchfit Entertainment Media Crew shirts as well. So a bit of merch, a couple of bucks for spinning around on a Sunday afternoon. It's been awesome, mate.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, and take my hat off here. This event has been really cool. I mean, to be fair, you've probably chosen the worst possible car on iRacing. But
Thanks,
challenging, right? But it's good. It's good fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really well-run event. So thanks for putting it on.
It's the first one up, so we can only get better from here.
Yeah, absolutely. And iRacing's got a lot of uniqueness. Like when we first moved over to iRacing from R-Factor, it took us a while to kind of get our head around all the little intricacies of how do you set the sessions up and everything to get kind of the format you want.
The best out of it.
Yeah, so I thought you guys did a really good job. Race control was great. It's a well good event. I've seen your broadcast before on a set on that. I know the broadcast will be awesome. Awesome. It was great to be a part of it, and I'm glad that Kiwi Some Racing. I know we originally had 3 cars entered. One of them couldn't make it, unfortunately, but it's good to have myself and Hayden on the grid.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and both on the podium.
Yeah, absolutely. You represented KSR very, very well, and we certainly hope it bodes well for future events with us, for you guys coming over and stamping your mark as well, because we know the pedigree that you guys have. So it's been great to have you guys on board, and don't forget as well to flick us a DM with your details, mate, just so we can get all that stuff through to you.
And your shirt size.
Yeah, and your shirt size. But that is Matt Pluck there from Race at Winton. First place, comfortably in the end, pulled out the strategy, pulled out the pace, and takes the honour. So well done, mate. We congratulate you.
Absolutely. Congratulations, mate.
No, cheers, guys. I'll just quickly shout out my sponsors. Obviously, Kiwi Some Racing, Speed Nation, InspireNet, NZ Sim Racing TV. I mean, don't watch us when Matchfit's streaming. When Matchfit's not live, you can come watch NZ Sim Racing TV. And the guys at NZ Sim Racing Hub as well. So cheers, guys.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well said. Well done,
Good
Matt
on you,
Clark.
mate.
from Winton 300 race winner. Well done, buddy.
And thanks for you guys for supporting us. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Matthew Pluck. And yes, while we're in the process, we are going to thank friggin' GAMAFLARE, obviously, for sponsoring this whole event. The Winton 300, the
Huge
Matchfit
sponsor,
events, massive sponsor. They have really lashed out this time. Obviously, we've just been flicking out 50s so far. Obviously, we've got another $50 going to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 10th, ladies and gentlemen. So everyone's getting a bit of coin in the top 10 there. But that is for the drivers. And we have one more thing to give away. And it's, again, thanks to bloody GAMAFLARE, of course. Again, with the J-Man, the freaking viewer giveaway, the Mozza R3 bundle. I know you guys are hanging around and you just want me to stop banging on. We have a list of commenters. Okay, just give it to us. Come on. Okay. Let's do this. Wheel spin for the Mozza 300. You guys, if it lands on your name, you have to type in yes within about 10 or 15 seconds of it hitting your name, or we are going to take the name off and spin it again.
I'm watching the list, mate.
Okay. We're ready, ladies and gentlemen. How do I even click this thing? Ready to go?
Roger.
Oh, do you see your name on that list? Shut up, Dave. There we go. For the Mozza 300 bundle viewer giveaway is John McDonald. That is Levi McDonald, J-Man.
It is Levi. He's been tuning in the whole race long. I hope he's still there.
Is he? Levi McDonald?
Come
Tune
on.
in, brother.
Yes, there he is. Well done, mate.
God,
well done.
You are one very lucky little boy.
Shout
Levi,
out, young man.
About 11. Dad was in the race, so he's obviously tuned in to support his old man. So nice work, Levi. You freaking
well done.
legend.
Thank you, GAMAFLARE. That is a great prize going out to a very, very keen young fella. So well done.
Yeah, well, down the rabbit hole, I think, for Daddy-O and another sim rig. It looks like it's incoming all of a sudden over in that household. So awesome stuff. Yes, definitely a huge thanks to GAMAFLARE, obviously, for supporting Matchfit events here and helping us put on what has been a stellar Winton 300 here this weekend. Without them, mate, it wouldn't have been the spectacle that it was. And obviously, without these drivers that we've just watched ripping around here for the last, 2.5 hours, J-Man, or something. So
yeah, no, she's been quite the journey, and massive shout out to those guys, also to the Supercars NZ team, Sean and the lads. The race control today was world class. It was they did a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
Themselves were just fantastic and respectful and super quick, mate. I had an absolute blast. It was a pretty easy race to call. I think by our standards, it was very, very well constructed, and the drivers need to pat themselves on the back.
Absolutely, yes. Thanks to all those and more. Yes, Supercars NZ. Thanks for bringing the stewarding team across and all your support as well. You're awesome guys. We've mentioned GAMAFLARE multiple times. Yes, GAMAFLARE. Remember that name. Awesome stuff. For supporting us here for the Winton 300. Stay in touch with everything that's Matchfit events, ladies and gentlemen. On our Discord, link is in the description. Also, quick shout out to one of our affiliates, and we want you to get over there and support these guys as well. This is the Veteran Gaming Australia mob. So get over there. Their links to their Discord are in the description as well. They've got some cool stuff you can see on this banner here. 25 Remembered special event, 9th of November. Get involved. We have given away prizes to all the drivers. We have watched some freaking awesome racing. We've given away stuff to our viewers, J-Man. Where do we go now? We go and a little bit of a break, I think. My
absolutely.
voice is hoarse.
All right, so those of you outside from position 4 to 10 will be in touch in the coming hours and days to make sure that your prizes go out to you. So we do have the results, and yeah, you guys are all privy to some $50 Davo dollars.
$50 Davo dollars. Do you want to interview Levi?
Yeah, if he's around, yeah, absolutely. We might as well grab the winner of the Moser R3 bundle.
Is
Who have
Levi
we got
there?
on? We got Dad or we got Levi on?
Oh, g'day.
Oh, Dad.
Mate,
Oh,
we
where's
got
Levi?
Dad on. Where's Levi?
I'll go grab him. He was just in here and he just buggered off. But
Yep. We'll get this young fellow. He's just won a really cool.
We will do
prize.
this. We'll do this because
Hello.
Levi.
Hello.
G'day, mate.
Levi, g'day,
G'day.
mate. Congratulations on winning that prize, mate. And we appreciate all the support and all the comments you put in during the race, mate. Fantastic. How do you feel?
I feel great. That's the second time I've won something on Matchfit.
Yeah, you did. What did you get last time, mate? You nailed the cryptic crossword, didn't you?
It was like $100 or something.
Wow, mate.
Davo dollars.
That's what you
Davo
get.
dollars. That's right.
That's what you get for being a
Yep.
great supporter, Levi. Congratulations, mate. And mate, you're gonna have to tell Dad he's gonna have to organise a rig for that wheel to go on for you.
He's speechless. He's speechless.
Yeah, I'm just shocked.
Good stuff, mate. Hey, we appreciate all the support that you've given us, mate, and I know you'll extend to do that. So, hey, keep your eye on the mail, mate. You got a cool wheel coming your way, and hope that makes your Sunday, bud. And yeah, all the best. We'll talk soon.
Wow.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Cheers,
amazing.
mate.
There you
That's
go.
so cool. Such a good, cool young fella.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, that's about my rep, mate. I got to.
Too cute.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much to the supporters too.
Yes, everyone. GAMAFLARE, all the viewers, all the drivers for putting on such an epic race for us. We really appreciate all your support. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already on your way out. And stay tuned to Matchfit events and our Matchfit Entertainment YouTube. And we'll keep you up to date with what is coming next. Thank you very much. See you next time.